All right. Welcome to Live from Tech Alley, January 2026. I'm one of your hosts, Jason LeDuc, sitting here partially in shadow. We're dealing with a dynamic sunlight situation here today. We are in a new location. We are now at 3rd Street in downtown Las Vegas. Weirdly enough, on 3rd Street.
On 3rd Street. That's I think that's very convenient that it's called 3rd Street.
That really worked out for them.
But the search is a little weird because when you try to find 3rd Street, it'll give you like all of 3rd Street.
Yeah.
So that's
tells you about all the things on 3rd
right.
Street.
All
which
the
is,
things, yeah.
But yeah, that really lucked out for them that they got a place on 3rd Street.
Yeah, right.
With the name like 3rd Street.
Very cool.
Yeah, and so the owner, Dez, is going to be on here to talk about what 3rd Street is, why it's important to what we're doing in downtown and the arts community here and the tech community here, and all things 3rd Street. So he's going to be on in just a little bit. Yeah, we're in a new location.
Yeah,
so.
man, this is great. Welcome to 2026.
Yeah.
It was great seeing some familiar faces. It's so funny how fast this 3rd Saturday starts to come up. It seems like just yesterday we were wrapping up the year, getting ready for Christmas and all that stuff, and here we are.
I feel like we were just packing up the gear over at the old place, like yesterday.
Yeah,
for the last one.
But no, here we are. Great space. I've been to this space several times. Even when I lived downtown, it was something totally different.
Yep.
Then it changed.
It's been a bunch of things.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with it this time around.
The first time I was ever here was back when it was Eclipse Theaters.
Yeah.
And I went here. Someone hosted an event here in the dining room space. And maybe if you're up for it a little bit, we'll take your phone and a microphone and you can do a little tour around.
Yeah, we'll see
around
how that might work.
Yeah.
It could be cool.
So we'll have to set that up. That takes a little bit of setting up with StreamYard, but we might be able to get that set up.
Yeah, but no, it's great to see all the familiar faces. They did same format as always. All the announcements right now. Everybody's dovetailed off into all the theaters for all the great sessions that are happening. So,
well, why don't we talk about the great sessions that are happening today? Yeah. No, we're just going to be dealing with the dynamic shadow situation for a little bit. But you know, live television. All right, let me handle that. Okay. Let me find.
In the meantime, it's nice to be sitting right here on the corner of 3rd Street, knowing that my favorite pizza place is right there. Right there. Not only is my favorite pizza place in all of Las Vegas, it closed for a long time, and they just reopened. And it's now confirmed that it's reopened. So I'm going to pizza right after this.
Do you want to tell everybody the name of that? Or
it's Gorilla Pizza.
I was going to say, you're keeping that a secret?
It's Gorilla Pizza. Gorilla Pizza is back. Shameless plug for them. And now that's opened up a whole channel of guerrilla marketing for everything that I will be focused on in 2026.
Fantastic. All right. So Tech Alley, every 3rd Saturday of the month down here at 3rd Street. I have to remember, I got to change my pattern on this now. Down at 3rd Street in Las Vegas, downtown Las Vegas. Starts 10 a.m. For networking and the event kickoff. Announcements are usually at 10:30 where they go through the agenda, but I'm going to go through it with you right now. 11 a.m. is the first round of meetups. That's what we're doing right now. Perennial favorite, Who's Got My Money with Kurt Walker, happening right now. So if you're in Las Vegas and you have a startup or you're thinking about having a startup and you're wondering where you're going to get money for that startup, come check out Who's Got My Money with Kurt Walker down here. I forget which theater number that's in. We'll learn all those.
It's theater number 1.
There you go. Innovation Essentials hosted by UNLV, Agile NV hosted by Will Wang, and the Las Vegas AI meetup with Timothy May going on right now. 12:15 p.m. Lunch is still provided by Taverna Costera, free to everybody who registers for Tech Alley. So you can come down, but you got to register if you want to get lunch. And then at 1:15 p.m. will be the second round of meetups. Demo time with Josh Stacy. That's always a favorite. Eric has a new name for his AI. It says here AI search optimization, but I think he has a more clever name for that. But it's his Google Isn't Into You talk with Eric Lacasse. UX and product design with Valerie Kana, and Las Vegas Python meetup with Adam Englander. And then at 2:45 is the third round of meetups. Those go till 4. Sin City Programmers with Gabriel Burgos and Josh Stacy. The SolidWorks group with Raquel Very. Social marketing with Jackson Wright. And blockchain and self-custody with James Roop. So
it's
lots of great technical talks coming down today, but don't be intimidated. The talks are always warm and welcoming and friendly, and Even if you're a novice at some of these things, there's a lot you can get out of it, and you can always meet the great people who are in our tech community and our ecosystem here in Las Vegas. So
very true. I'm excited. Even though it's Saturday, it feels kind of like a throwback Thursday, because you won't know this if you're watching, but one of my favorite humans in this whole town is behind the camera, making sure that we're set up today. Sophia the Incredible.
Yep.
She has been at Tech Alley for many years. Whenever you first started getting up doing this whole live podcast broadcast thing, you guys were always on the grind making that happen when we were up on the rooftop of Taverna. And it's so great to have her back today, because now I know we look and sound amazing.
Yeah, no, I know we do for sure. And it's always nice to have someone behind the camera.
Right.
Because I can see what's going on in the stream here, but I can't, it's not, I can't make adjustments real easily from back here. So
absolutely.
So that's fantastic.
What
Thank
are you
for being
excited
here.
about, man? It's 2026.
So many things are going on. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited we are in a new place for Tech Alley. I'm excited that 3rd Street is here, and we're gonna get more of that from Dex. But I'm excited for what they're doing for both our arts and our tech community. I'm excited. There's a lot of momentum behind a lot of things that are going on that we've wanted to see momentum happen for a long time, and I think the flywheel's finally starting to get turning, because people have decided, I'm not waiting for someone to give me permission. I'm not waiting for someone to come and give me money. I'm not waiting for someone to say it's okay, or you can use my place, or people are just like, I'm doing it now. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going to go do it. And now the flywheel is starting to turn. So
no, you're 100% right. Here we are, 16 days into the year?
17
days into the year, and I already have the theme and everything for 2026. It's the same as it was last year. Mark your calendars. There's so many things that are already set up for this year. I think this is going to be a good one.
So the theme for this year is mark your new calendars.
Mark your new calendars.
Don't mark your old calendars, because that will not help you.
Right. Yep. That's true. Yep. Mark your calendars.
Right,
here we go.
So what are some of the things we should be marking our calendars with?
Well, I mean, if you haven't done this already, definitely set your calendars to mark that 3rd Saturday every month. I just want to give a quick shameless plug to Taverna, because you mentioned they're doing lunch. It's amazing that they're doing lunch, because they've been the host of Tech Alley for the last 4 years, and they've consistently shown up in that way by helping provide the space. They've always been flexible for us, and when we need to move stuff around.
Absolutely,
but
100%.
But you got to think of it from their perspective. Like they've consistently been the people that are doing lunch. Well, now we're in our different location. So if you don't know this, Taverna Costera does more than just the free lunch at Tech Alley. You can go eat there and have drinks there almost anytime. So you should probably do that too.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. Definitely support Taverna Costera.
They have been champions for this whole thing, and without them,
Alley.
Yeah, so I would just say, please go do that. But yeah, mark your calendars. The 3rd Saturdays, you can always set your clock to. We're going to be wherever Tech Alley is. It's going to be happening somewhere. 3rd Saturday of every month. And then a couple of other things, just the kind of the big rocks in the big rocks to throw in the pond are, I'm excited about Freedom Week. Freedom Week will be the week after 4th of July. This year, it is July 6th through the 12th. Which is that Monday through Sunday after 4th of July. And then Global Entrepreneurship Week, they have set the dates. It's the 16th through the 22nd of November. So those are the big rocks that I'm really looking forward to. And now it's just a matter of, we are officially on the road to Freedom Week. We are then going to be on the road to GEW. And then the wild card this year that I'm excited about, I know you're excited about, is Disrupt HR is happening in Las Vegas for the 4th year. And that's going to be incredible. It's kind of like TED Talks, but it's for the HR community. It's a really unique formatted talk. 5 minutes, 20 slides. You have to give them 20 slides, and those slides rotate every 15 seconds. And if that doesn't make sense, no clicker. It just, you start and stop on 5 minutes. It's remarkable. We're going to be having a cool premixer event that you're invited to on March 19th.
I'm already signed up for it.
On March 19th, you're already signed up. And then I got the goods. September 24th, we're making the formal announcement. September 24th at Starbase is going to be.
When you said you got the goods, I thought you meant you were going to show us the movie. The
movie, The Goods. I'll do that too. But no, that's the big three things that I'm excited about for this year. So that's where I'm stoked.
Into it. Keep talking, because I'm just posting where people can
find us on the Tech Alley YouTube page and also on Jason's YouTube
on the Jason LeDuc Leadership Consultant
probably
page.
Some LinkedIn stuff somewhere.
There's on my LinkedIn, on my
Jason's
company
LinkedIn.
Facebook page.
Or if you go to @DaveBerlin on Instagram and look at my stories, there's probably a link on there too. But yeah, no, I'm really excited about the new space. I already get to start working on my head tan. So I'm excited about that, but I'm also really excited to hear about some of the people that are going to be coming in and speaking today about what their plans are for this facility. I'm always excited to see how people can continue to put stuff under one roof and the remarkable things that can happen from that. So between putting stuff under one roof and dates on a calendar, that's how you really start to change and evolve an ecosystem.
Absolutely, 100%. So we talked about Disrupt HR. So if there's anyone who doesn't know, fill us in on what Freedom Week is again.
Freedom Week is the precursor to Global Entrepreneurship Week. And we'll dive in why that's so important this year more than any other year. Do you know the special date that happens on 4th of July? 4th of July.
Yeah.
This year, it's actually America's 250th birthday.
It's the 250. Well, it's the 250th anniversary. It's actually the 251st 4th of July.
Well, true, maybe, but they're celebrating the 250th. Yeah. And what's unique to that is there's an organization out there, Right to Start, a couple of other people that have created the campaign. That is America the Entrepreneurial, and it's a great way for me and us as veteran entrepreneurs to leverage that momentum. In fact, I already connected with America the Entrepreneurial, and my goal is to officially partner Freedom Week with America the Entrepreneurial and sort of piggyback that effort. So the idea for Freedom Week is a week to celebrate veteran entrepreneurship. They're going to be celebrating entrepreneurship throughout the year under the America the Entrepreneurial campaign.
I would hope so.
But during that week after 4th of July, my vision and my goal is Freedom Week in Las Vegas, another Freedom Week in Phoenix, a Freedom Week in Philly, and a Freedom Week in DFW, along with the one up in Reno. So this year, it will be happening in 5 American cities. And all during the same week. So that means 3 new veteran entrepreneur libraries and 3 new sets of vet talks that we look forward to hosting.
Fantastic. And then it's all in the run up to GEW for November, right?
Yeah, that's kind of like the halfway. If this were a marathon, that would be the half marathon. So getting to Freedom Week is definitely a priority. And then after Freedom Week, we align all of our forces. And just like we're taking the momentum from veteran entrepreneurship during Freedom Week, we'll start taking the momentum of all of the sectors of entrepreneurship across the city to plan for the biggest global entrepreneurship.
I don't think we got to do did we get to do a rundown of 2025 GEW here in Vegas?
We did. We talked about it. Yeah, we talked about it last month.
I get my months blurred of when we're all here and when we're not here and what we've talked about. So.
Yeah, I only know because I know we did have that last session right before we went into Christmas.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
There it is. What about you, man? What are you excited about?
Let's see. What am I excited about? Doing more stuff with the tech community here, working with more tech companies, doing some film production stuff. So that's
all super secret.
No, it's actually not that super secret. It's we just don't have like a whole lot of news yet while we're still getting stuff set up. But we have made a few more steps since we talked about it last time. So I'm going to be officially renaming my company here. Actually, the paperwork's in. So there'll be an announcement about that here coming up here soon. And then we're going to be shooting our first short film in February in just about a month. So
love it. Very cool.
And then submitting that for festivals, and then there's been a bunch of film festivals here in Las Vegas.
I bet you they'll have some here too, right?
They did have one. Desert Waves was here back in October. Does that September, October? I forget what month that was. But Desert Waves was here. And then they just did Nikola Tesla Film Festival. They did the awards ceremony over at the Palms. Not this past Wednesday, the Wednesday before. That was a lot of fun. And then There was a very cool mixer at a little art studio down here in this area, or actually over in that area. On Wednesday night this week. So there's a lot of stuff I never knew was happening in Vegas, which is always really cool to find out. Stuff you didn't know was happening has been happening for a while, and there are communities there. So,
well, that's what Josh always says, right? I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah.
That's the tagline for Las Vegas.
Yep.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. So
cool. So who all do I need to go get somebody? Is there somebody that was
I actually want to wait a little bit till we get this shadow situation before we put somebody else on. So we can keep talking. I don't think as long as Dave is brightly lit by the sun, and as long as I am not brightly lit by the sun, I think the camera's just going to keep doing this.
Well,
that helps a little bit. We'll try not to look at the light for
eyeball purposes.
For vision purposes.
Almost. Ooh, that is better.
That is better. Okay. Yeah.
And we're back.
So, yeah, I mean, if Dex is available, I know Khalik wanted to come talk to us about what he's doing. So,
because where we're sitting at, I see reflections on the mirror, and I can almost bet what's happening. The 3 people that said, "Oh, I'll come back," they see somebody sitting here, and they're like, "Oh, I can't go yet." So
if you've got anybody, we'll. I can tell just from what I can see here, that's better. So, and then in probably about half an hour, we'll be able to put that cover back on. But well, until I look at it, and then until I look up at something, and then so it's like when they tell you not to look at the lasers at the dentist's office, or wherever they have lasers shooting around. So I know. I look like I'm an investigative reporter about to challenge someone on what they just said. Are you sure, Governor? Are you sure you want that to be your statement? Are you sure you want to say you know where every dollar went? I'm not picking on our governor. Our governor's been great. All right. Khalik is here. Okay. Do not look at the light. We had to make some choices. But do not look at the light. Look at me. All right, Khalik, you were on last month. Tell us a little bit about what you have going on and what's different today than last month. So.
Oh, okay. A little bit more prepared than last time, but basically, what I've been trying to do is figure out how to combine the idea of business cards and phone cases.
Yep.
And so I created these print-on custom phone case prints where it's like you would call your smart case. You put your brand on there. Whatever brand you want, you can have, and kind of it's like a canvas. Here's our Tech Alley one.
Yep.
To show basically a little bit about what your brand is and have people easily connect. So one thing I didn't talk about last time that I have this time is I have NTF chips. So they're really, it's only on my phone right now, but it's basically like a smart chip.
Mm-hmm.
So if you tap my phone, the link will come up.
Okay.
So instead of scanning it, you can scan, or if
I tap my phone to your phone, it'll open my browser and bring up So
here, you go to your home screen.
Yep, I'm on my home screen.
And it should, let's see. There it goes.
There we go. Yep, it's asking me to open up my browser.
We got a thick case there. Pause.
Yeah, it is a thick case. But yeah, so that opens up his
my link tree.
His link tree right there. So
it's just a fun way to connect.
And are those just stickers that go onto the case, or does it print inside the case?
So these are actually printed on here. These aren't stickers, so they won't come off. This is after like months of use. Some of these you'll feel the quality of it, unlike like I'm not gonna name any other
But you
ones,
don't even need to open your camera on it. It just knows it. It senses it.
It senses it when as long as you're like on your home screen, the link will pop up. And this could be a link to your contact. So it could be your contact with all your email, everything, number. It could be your website. It could be your link tree to all your social media. So just a fun way to connect. Another use case was basically what I use it for as well is for artists
Mm-hmm.
who want to make merchandise for their fans. And basically, you can make private links. So these are like links you can only have when you're like subscribed, or
Mm-hmm.
you know, if someone wants to join my course, they have to, you know, pay the whatever course fee, and then they have access.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how this works, where the artists can name their own price for their phone case.
Yep.
Sell their albums through the phone case or the keychains that
Mhm.
I have, and basically the money goes directly to the artist.
Mm-hmm.
And so I help make the merch. The artist gets,
Mm-hmm.
everyone's happy.
Mm-hmm.
But we make these phone case keychains, not phone case, but keychains, and they open up. They're like little CDs in here. So
Very
can see.
fun. That is very fun.
And this works the same way. You just tap it on your phone, and
Yep.
the link comes up, and then you get to listen to the album or
Very cool.
whatever.
So it goes. In this case, it goes straight to the music.
yeah, that for the little CDs. Yeah.
So
And-
guys, if you're making art,
Yeah.
whether that's visual art or music or
Mhm.
whatever it is you're doing,
Yes.
you can't afford to not be connecting with Khalik here to get these on your phone case, and then to be able to sell them these phone cases and keychains to get the word out there.
Yes, this could be for your company or your brand or your fans, and fun way to sell a product or merch that's unique and markets what you guys have going. And yeah, I mean that it's that simple. The quality's there, they last. If you want to just make some family portraits and do some fun stuff like that, feel free. The website allows you to go on. It's codecases.com, and you can go and customize and add whatever you want
Mhm.
to it. So that exists. And I'm also a designer, so I work with people
Mm-hmm.
directly to do things like banners and flyers and
Mhm.
album covers. And so if you want one design specifically, I could work with you as well.
Okay. And how do you make? Are these like a special printer that you make these on? Are they
Yes.
3D printed? How does this work? How do you make these?
So I use a UV printer I started with sublimation, and it just wasn't my thing.
Okay.
And I got into UV printing. And so basically this was the best quality I could possibly get, and then still have some texture, and it would last, and it, you know, wouldn't just tear off. So I
Yeah,
wanted
and these
to
are
do-
very light. Like we talked about
they're
my
light.
phone case. My phone case is very heavy. These are very light.
Yeah, very, very light. Some of these have like suede feel. This is the only silicone one that I
Mhm.
did, because I love silicone material. For all my silicone lovers out there,
Welcome to
But-
Vegas.
you can do a print. It would just need an extra coat, and we can do silicone as well. This is the Joker movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fun way to sell your course, your album. Maybe they can only get it exclusively through these links. I want to bring back private links, because it's a way to sell
Yeah.
directly to your
Yeah,
customer.
that's something really compelling.
Yeah.
Is you can set this up where the link it goes to is a private link. So
Mhm.
so the only way you can access this link
Yeah,
is by having a case or having a
keychain.
keychain
Yep.
that allows you to access that private link. So
Exactly. So a way to put real ideas, products, and books and movies into physical things again.
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
digital, we all know, it just sometimes it's just out there in the digital verse, and it's
Well,
you
it's
know.
it's just too much sometimes. Sometimes you
Mhm.
just need to take a break from
yeah.
looking at a screen and searching and plugging stuff into an AI. And so this is a nice way, especially if you're out, right? If you've decided you
Mhm.
want to venture out into the real world,
Yes.
you can venture out, and now you don't need to be telling people what the link is or go search for me here or et cetera, right? These would be great. You know, I was talking about being at a mixer the other night for the film community
Mhm.
here, and we were all like pulling out phones and typing each other's names into Instagram, but just having it with a, you know, set up here
Yeah,
to
you
a
just
link
scan
tree
it.
or something like that would have been so much easier so we're not typing trying to do that and
Mhm.
telling each other how to spell things in a loud
Yeah.
room, right? So
And it just makes it more official. You know, you have your brand on your case. It's like, yeah, just scan the link. It just
Yep.
shows people that you care about what you got going. And you can even have a collection of songs or books and different things where you can easily access. Sometimes some of these links could be stores like pizza. It could be Domino's Pizza, your favorite order, and then you can just scan, and then there's all types of fun things you can do with QR codes.
Yeah, and you can give them out, right? You can give this out like as a gift of like I created this special music, this special online EP for my my best fans, and I'm going to give out 100 of these, right?
Yes. I did my most recent one was for my family. I did because we had someone pass in the family, and so basically I did a phone case that had all the family portraits, everyone, like a collage, and the link brought you to a digital version of all the pictures, so you can always have that with you. So sentimental reasons as well.
Excellent. Now you have a like a booth here today. You have
I'm co-boothing with Gary at Legal Shield and ID, so I'll be over there and you can catch us both.
Okay.
I would be able to print these on spot, on demand. Like if you came up and had your website or your Instagram ready, I could actually design it and print it maybe in 15 minutes. But today is just more showcasey, and if you want to buy one, I can definitely still get you one, ship it over.
Well, tell everybody how they can reach you.
Yes. Right now, this is a completely new brand, and you can follow our Instagram right now at Code Cases with a K, KODEKASE, Code Cases, on Instagram, and the website is codecases.com.
Excellent. So do you have any new products coming out besides the phone cases and the
keychains?
And the keychains?
I started doing wearables. Like my hat is a wearable.
Okay.
So my hair's really bad right now, but we're going to just focus on my hat.
Okay. Yeah, no, focus on, let's do it here.
So basically, I'll show you. I got to show you real quick. You just tap the back of the hat right here. It's still new. I don't know if it's on this side or the other.
I can't tell if there's nothing obvious that would tell you there's something to tap there.
So it's still new because I don't have the embroidery. It's gonna have a embroidered right there, and then you tap, and then the link comes
like a little symbol that says tap here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here it is. It's just kind of wonky. There it goes. See?
Yep, there it goes. So yeah, so if you see Khalik out, ask first, but then go tap his hat with your phone. Like don't just start hitting people in the head with your phones because you think they might have a thing to scan in their cap.
Yes.
So
and some of these things are like this one is a private menu that you only get access to by having the merch. So that's the whole concept. It's bringing back exclusivity, and power to the artists and the brand owners.
I love it.
And the creators.
I love it. This has been a challenge for a really long time. You found a really elegant way to do this, is to put a private link into an object, and no one can get the link any other way. So
yes,
or at least most of us can't do that. There are probably some very sophisticated people who can figure it out, but for the regular normies like me, I wouldn't know what to do. So cool. Well, that's exciting. So if you're in Vegas today, this is interesting to you, come on down to Tech Alley, meet Khalik, and then maybe at future Tech Alleys, you'll be able to create some of this stuff for people on the spot.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. And I'll eventually have it on Etsy and TikTok Shop and everything of that sort as well.
Excellent. All right. Well, anything else you want to leave us with before we let you go and get back to it?
Keep creating. Don't stop designing. There's always a solution.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
We'll see ya. All right. Do we have Dex now? Are we ready? Dez, sorry. All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for hosting this today. So as I mentioned earlier, we've got Dez.
Daz Weller.
Daz.
My name is Darren.
Okay.
I'm from Australia, and anyone in Australia who's called Darren or Derek or Daryl, it gets abbreviated to Daz. So that's me.
Okay,
G-A-Z.
great. Daz, I didn't know that. That's what gets it. That's the standard abbreviation in Australia.
Abbreviate everyone. You're Jace. In
Okay.
Australia.
Yeah, that's pretty standard here
Yeah.
too. So tell us about you from Australia. What brought you to the States?
I've been here. I've been in Vegas for 16 years, and it's the first place I landed. My husband now, who was my boyfriend at the time, we'd been dating about 5 years. He's a singer and got a gig with the group he sings with over here at the then Imperial Palace, and they do a Motown show. And so he moved over here, and I said, "Okay, see you in 6 weeks." No one wants to see 4 white boys sing Motown in the US, and I was
Except in Vegas.
I was very wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it went from strength to strength, and I moved over and thought I would work in the theater here, which is what I'd always done back home, mostly theater, a little bit of film and TV as an actor, and got here and started looking around, was like, oh, there's no theater companies here that pay money. And unless you want to go be like Merlin in Tournament of Kings, then there's not a whole lot of paid acting work.
Right.
Yeah. So so that sparked an idea of, being able to build that kind of infrastructure here. So, that was 16 years ago now. And since that time, I directed shows on the Strip and then ran a theater company. I still run a theater company called Vegas Theater Company. It started as Cockroach Theater 23 years ago by 5 UNLV grads. And so we are downtown, and Tech Alley has been, we've hosted Tech Alley there for the last five years.
As long as Tech Alley's been a thing, you guys have been gracious enough to let us use the space there at the theater. So.
Yeah. And thank you for being gracious with the environments that you find yourselves in. Sometimes you open the door, you're like, what is going on here
That
today?
is always a privilege to walk in there for Kurt Walker's talk first thing on Saturday morning and go, oh, this is the show we're doing this month. You never know what you're going to see on that stage.
Yeah, I don't know that Kurt loved it that much.
No, I don't think our speakers all loved it, but I always found it incredibly impressive to walk in and go, oh, there's stairs in here this month.
Yeah, that's right.
Somehow they put a window in here. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah. So I think there's we're grateful for the kind of the flexibility of you guys being a partner, working with our scrappy theater company, and but really I've been building that company. We've gone from being having a $50,000 operating budget to having a $500,000 operating budget.
Congratulations!
Where we pay all of our actors and our designers and directors. And so the next step is, where is the space? Where do we grow into? And those spaces don't exist apart from within the library system, where there's 200, 300 seat, 400 seat.
And then they're always like, shh.
Right. You're working in their structure. You can't go in and get a beer before the show or have a meal. Like, you're in a civic place. And so the problem we're trying to solve here at 3rd Street is not just about sort of cultural infrastructure, but it's about physical infrastructure as well. Like, how do you go from being a small organization here? Where do you go next? Because we're not going to fill Reynolds Hall at the Smith Center with a show. So building some spaces, 150 seat theater, a 250 seat theater, which is going to happen in phase 1 of what we're doing at 3rd Street, so that we can grow and build an audience for what we do and provide a consistent experience for our audience as well.
Now, you have just opened here, I mean, in the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Not even. We got the keys 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So brand new.
Brand new. And, like, we're in this phased limited access period of our lease, not to get too in the weeds about it, but District North Management, who's been running the space, they're phasing out and we're phasing in. We're not taking on all of the spaces within the building, but we're taking on a large portion of them, and all of the cinemas, all of the first floor public areas, and then the 3rd floor. There's a large event space on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
So they're the initial spaces we're taking on. So it's all very new. And so we're calling 2026 our year of piloting. So we're really just piloting ideas, events, piloting relationships and partnerships to see where we go as we grow into this model that we're building.
That's fantastic. Now, you just got the keys 2 weeks ago. How long has this project been in the works?
18 months ago, we turned up. We sat in there in the restaurant and pitched one of the owners on the idea of turning it into we were calling it a performing arts center back then. That the building was built in 2016 and it's always been run as a cinema, and it's never really taken off. The amount of people, 70 or 80% of the people that walk into the building are like, I didn't even know this place was here.
Yeah.
And so it's never really taken off, and for whatever reason, they had the right funding in place to get it built, and I don't know that the market analysis was done to see if this area really.
We don't always do that in
months.
Vegas. We go, there's a plot of land that's for sale. I have an idea. Let's go. Did you do any market research? Don't worry about it. It's Vegas.
It's true. It's like everyone's like on Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
It's very true in Vegas.
Which is great. I mean, I love that sort of intrepid spirit, but it didn't work. And so we pitched the owners on turning it into a place that it needs people in it. Buildings need people.
Absolutely.
And so it solves a problem for us and a number of other small organizations in town where we can scale and grow and provide a consistent experience for people. And it solves a problem for them in that we get to activate their building in a way it hasn't been activated before. Physically, there are some issues to solve. There's going to be, this phase one is a $7 million capital campaign. So we're raising that money to put into a portion of it into operations and then most of it into turning the building over in a way that supports this new idea, turning Cinema 2 into a 250-seat performance space, Cinema 8 into a 150-seat performance space, adding a sprung dance floor to level 3 so it becomes a really usable Broadway-sized rehearsal space for dance. And also, we're calling all of our spaces broadcast ready because part of the model is that you can come in with a physical product and you get to leave with a digital product. And then alongside that, we're building a streaming platform so that we can distribute those works. So
that's fantastic.
The one-word mission for the place is incubation. If we're not incubating an idea, a person, an organization, then we might be doing it wrong.
Yeah, and I love that we're doing Tech Alley here today, and I love we're doing Tech Alley here for the foreseeable future. I love that I've recently gotten involved in the film community here in Las Vegas. I didn't know what a vibrant film community we had here. And since I've gotten involved about 6 months ago, I've been like, we need to bring the tech and the film people closer together because they each have these really great things. The film people are really tight with each other. I'm like, I want to see the tech people be more tight with each other. And I want to see the film people embrace some of the new tech that we're doing. And I think what you guys are doing here is a huge step to bring those two things together.
Yeah, that's the most exciting part of what we're doing is building space for those intersection points to exist. And so what happens when you have a resident film company, a resident theater company, a resident dance company, an opera company, all converging and producing work under the same roof? There's a huge I don't know to that, where people sit down for lunch in the cafe and new ideas are born that wouldn't have existed unless we'd been in the same physical space.
Yeah, it's going to be really great. So we get
to kind of solve problems for each other and create partnerships that we didn't know even needed to exist.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, so you told us Theater 8's going to be a 150-seat performance space. Theater 1,
Theater 2 at the moment. I mean, it's all up for grabs. We're in the design process.
You're still figuring it out, but that's the intent is to have a couple of live performance spaces that can either live stream out or get a video of it. What else are you excited about with 3rd Street coming up for the year?
So as I said, it's a year of piloting. So getting people in the space with an idea that they need space to kind of make happen and seeing what happens when we make space for those things to exist. I mean, this day today is a perfect example of it. It's new for Tech Alley. It's new for us. We're kind of just opening our doors and plugging in speakers where we can to try and make it work.
And it's been fantastic top to bottom. Thank you again for hosting us today.
Oh, great. But that's the exciting part. And so we'll come away from a day like today and go, okay, what worked for you? What didn't? How can we improve the relationship? What's the next step? And really, you know, the thing that my heart is most excited about with all of it is the education piece that we're building. On mission from day one, we've said nothing happens inside the building without an education component attached. And the first piece of that is a workforce training program that we're building to kind of reverse to stop importing talent from elsewhere. Actually, let's nurture our own talent and provide jobs for them here. There's in the industry we work in the theater, there's 200 theaters over there, commercial theaters on the Strip run by the casinos. And there's any number of people being brought into town to run them. When we have great human infrastructure.
We have smart people here.
But we're also cutting our arts and culture programs within within high schools. And so initially we're focused on that 14 to 20-year-old age group going, if you're interested in arts and media production, come and engage with our courses because there'll be some coursework. We're piloting our first course in March, which is going to be in partnership with CSN. So CSN has come on board, the College of Southern Nevada, as a partner. So students can come in, work on our courses, receive in-system accreditation for it as they work towards associate degrees. And at the same time, we're building pathways for them into the workforce. So the plan is, like, if you're interested in running a lighting board, you can get involved with us at age 14. By the time you're graduating high school, come and do a paid internship for a year. And then before the age of 20, you're ready for job placement in potentially a 6-figure job on the Strip. That you don't need to spend another 4 years in a higher education system to achieve that.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, with our film projects we're looking at doing in 2026, we are looking for gaffers. We are looking for we're looking for people who know how to do lighting. We're looking for people who know how to do both sound on set and sound engineering afterwards, right? We're looking so you don't need to be an on-camera and on-stage person if you want to get involved in this kind of stuff, right? Not everybody wants to be on camera. They're not egotistical like me and want to be on camera all the time. But we really need that, because I've met a lot of people over the last couple of months who are like, yeah, I do light, I do sound, but I'm not formally trained. I just I can jump in and do it. And I think to really get to that next step that I think we all want to get to, whether it's on stage or on camera for film stuff, that's what we need. Is we need some people who really have some formal training in it, and then we can start developing the pipeline, that internship pipeline. And I think that's great that you guys are starting to bring this to the forefront and partnering with the colleges here to do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's really an apprenticeship model. Like you turn up, you work with people better than you get better at it. That's the basic principle. So if you're happy to turn up, then we can provide the infrastructure to help you get better and actually, get a really well-paying job.
Awesome.
Because there's a need here.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, great things coming soon to 3rd Street. Pay attention. Where can everyone find 3rd Street? Where can they find you so they can keep up with what's going on? And can they come down and look at the place sometime?
Yeah, we're just setting that up at the moment. We're going to have an open house day once a week. So there'll be open house hours. So stay tuned to the website. It's 3rdstreet.vegas, all spelled out, THARDSTREET.Vegas. And we'll have all of our information up there if you want to find out more.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks,
it's a pleasure. I hope we get to do this here at 3rd Street for many, many months to come.
We will. Onwards and upwards.
All right. Onwards and upwards. That's right.
Thanks, Jason. Thank you.
Phelan, you want to sit in this seat?
Dude.
How are you? What's going on,
Good,
man?
brother. Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Thank you. It's January. We're back.
January 2026. It's a new year.
Let's do this. Are you amped?
I am amped.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
How was it?
All the good stuff. So relaxing.
Same.
So quiet.
Yeah.
I made a commitment to myself. Christmas was like a Wednesday, and New Year's Eve was like a Wednesday, and I made a commitment to myself the Sunday before Christmas came and hit.
Yep.
And I said, I don't have any plans.
Yep.
I'm not making any plans. I'm not calling anybody. I'm not reaching out.
Yeah.
If somebody calls or texts or emails or DMs and says, "Hey, we're doing this cool thing," I'll probably go.
And sure.
But if nobody does that,
that's totally cool too.
I'm not doing a thing.
Yeah.
And it was great. And I did that for pretty much, what is that, like that whole week and a half stretch between that Sunday right before Christmas to then, 2 week stretch really. So
yeah, we were basically in an all out sprint, Q4. I mean, ever since Tech Alley, we started coming to Tech Alley, and then the Momentum Office Party. It's just been this
you have a lot going on.
Massive sprint, and everything, everything is growing and scaling. And so whenever Christmas came around, I was kind of on the fence of what to do, and then opted to just drive to Salt Lake, hang out with some friends. But I didn't drive out there until the 24th, and crashing there and waking up till 11 a.m. and I realized, like, I think I'm exhausted.
I was driving on the 24th. Was it
Smooth.
quiet?
Yeah,
I would expect it would be
smooth.
smooth. I think a lot of people
There wasn't a lot.
a lot of people took a lot of time off, and they left like over the weekend prior.
Yeah.
So
No, it was great. It was the perfect time to drive up. I love that drive.
Yeah, it's an easy
Vegas to
drive
Salt
when
Lake,
there's not weird holiday traffic. It's an easy
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah, so it was a nice drive, and the weather up there was great. Kind of warm, no snow, but it was
Yeah,
great.
it was warm this year.
But it was just nice to be around friends and family with, like you were saying, no expectations.
Yep.
There's no big production. We're all just kind of hanging out and just really like resting and recovering. I had my friends up there, they just had their first baby, so it was
Excellent.
nice to just kinda,
Excellent.
like,
Congratulations.
relax, man. Yeah. Cute kid.
Nice.
New Year's. Did you see the drone show?
I didn't do anything.
Same.
I was literally in bed by
Same.
10:30 on New Year's, and it was
Yeah.
fantastic. And I saw pictures and video of the drone show the next day, and it was like, good enough for me.
Cool. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be there next
Like
year.
if someone called and said, "Hey, we're watching the drone show from this balcony," I probably would have gone. But
Yeah.
but
Same.
I wasn't going to go looking for where can I go watch the drone show.
Scope it out.
I just
It was kind of rainy.
the gas
It was
pedal's
cold.
been down so hard the last few months. It was
Same.
just like
Exactly.
you know
See?
what? I'm going to let the gas pedal up and just see what happens.
This is why I love connecting with you. I feel like we are aligned
Yeah.
on a lot of things. Yeah, same. I just kind of checked out and just did a lot of like recovery and planning and reflection and hot tub time, and
I did a little hot tub time myself, so it was great.
Yeah, that was awesome. So we're in week 2, pushing past week 2 for
17 days in.
January.
So
how's that been for you? What's your kind of kickoff been like for the year?
it's been a couple things. So a lot of gas pedal down on the film production stuff.
Yep.
So
12
we're
projects this year.
6 right now.
Okay.
6 right now. I might get ambitious and try to add 1 or 2 more.
Okay.
So
cool.
because we have most of our production for the first 5 are front loaded to the first 3 or 4 months of the year.
Okay.
And then we're looking at doing a feature where production for that will be like in the fall.
Okay.
And we're going to need all that
That makes
time to get
sense.
that ready.
Yeah.
And we're going to need to sit down and try to get some investors and contributors and that kind of stuff.
Good.
We're going to need that time. But that leaves us with some options of, well, if we're not shooting something between April and October, maybe there's something we could be working on if we find a great collaborative partner on that. So
besides the 6 film projects this year, any big events you're focused on for the year? I mean, because you're always doing this kind of weekly update and these monthly updates with all the events in Vegas. What are you looking forward to this year?
Oh wow! Well, we just did CES. I should have talked about that when we did our
CES.
intro. We did CES.
Yeah.
You went.
I did.
Was this your first time?
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm not gonna preconceived notion you.
Okay. It was bigger than I expected.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was insane. Do you see the Oshkosh demo?
Yeah.
That is like when you walk into a convention, because there's a lot of conventions down here, and
Yes.
always a lot of people and cool demos, and it's always really neat, really fascinating. But when you walk in and there's 2 like yachts in front of you,
Mhm.
and it's just one of the displays.
Yeah.
The Oshkosh
And,
vehicle.
and it's not even the thing people are really there to see.
Yeah, it's not even like the coolest thing, and you're just like, oh, there's just like yachts here, or the Oshkosh. It's like, I mean, the tires were probably 7 feet tall on that thing, and there was like 6 of them.
Yeah.
So that thing was monstrous. They had an entire combine from John Deere.
Yeah.
An entire full scale industrial combine.
Yeah, I heard a lot. I didn't get over to John Deere, but I heard
that was Mobility Plus. That one section.
yeah, I heard a lot of people going saying you got to get over to see John Deere, and I was just wrapped up doing. I was just wrapped up trying to see all the startups and then reconnect with a lot of the companies I sat down with last year. So
cool. Yeah. So that's just to show the scale of like what was in Mobility Plus.
Yeah.
Then there was the electric vehicles and the drone vehicles.
and that was one small corner of one convention hall.
Yeah, of this massive sprawling convention
If
center.
you've been to CES, you know what I'm talking about, especially for your first time. If you've never been, like, you can try to imagine the biggest convention exhibit hall.
Yep.
Like, try to imagine the biggest one. You can never imagine how actually big it is.
Times 10.
It's like, just keep imagining bigger and you still aren't going to get there.
Nope. Because also at the Las Vegas Convention Center, then there's multiple floors.
Yeah.
And and then they're hosting things and talks and
that's one building.
It's crazy.
It's also at the Venetian. This year was at Caesar's Palace, and there were also things at Mandalay Bay this year. Fountain Blue had a couple of things.
The Foundry at Fountain Blue.
Yep.
And so I just parked at the Sahara and then walked through Fountain Blue and all the way down to Las Vegas.
Yeah, parking at
Convention
Sahara
Center.
worked real well if you were going over Convention Center or Fountain Blue.
But I didn't think it would be that big. I thought
you can't. There's
one area.
I can tell you to keep imagining it bigger. You cannot imagine how big it is.
Yeah. And so I was hoping to connect with some people from the Las Vegas tech community at CES. That would have been awesome. I bumped into a few kind of haphazardly. Like there was that whole gaming area.
Yep.
With like the not the VR. What is it? The
holograms.
Hologram.
Yeah, those were cool. The holograms were very cool.
Yeah, those are neat. That was, you walk in, it's like 30 feet tall or whatever it was. It was
one of them was
bizarre.
30 feet tall. Yeah, it was
insane. And then I didn't.
Way better than those crappy holograms you see in Star Wars movies. Faster than light travel, but crappy video. I don't know what their deal is.
Yeah, really. The only problem you couldn't get it on camera because of the
spinning
the spin
the
rate.
spin. Yeah, and you couldn't see them from behind either.
Oh yeah, that's true because it's projecting
So
forward.
I was like,
so it's not
"Ooh,
like a 360.
I wonder if you can see these from the side or behind, and
Yeah.
you can kind of get to a point where it still looks pretty good from the side, but
Yeah.
once you get behind it, it's
Yeah.
so. But I imagine they know how they're going to solve that
Yep.
problem in the future. It's just a matter of synchronizing things. And,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so sharp.
Yep.
So
It
and
was
colorful,
mind blowing.
bright, sharp, colorful.
Yep.
Way better than I ever would have imagined they would have got.
It looked like something out of God, I just rewatched it. Blade Runner.
Yeah.
The newest Blade Runner.
That is
where-
what it looked like,
Where
yes.
it's like that full scale hologram.
That is what it looked like. Yes.
It looked exactly like, if you turn the lights off in that place, dude, that would have been mind blowing.
Yeah.
To see this 30-foot tall
Yeah.
hologram happening. So I can't imagine.
Yeah, turn the
what
turn the lights off. Play Dark Side of the Moon backwards, and see where it takes you.
Yeah. So that was cool. Insta360, they pulled a pretty gangster move.
Yep.
They put their bags, so everyone's going
Yep.
after those.
Mhm.
They didn't keep them at their booth. They put them at the entrances.
Mhm.
And so, everyone's walking around with the Insta360 bag.
Yep.
And so they had a couple of cool talks. Did you make it over to the creator space?
Yep.
Okay. So I saw a pretty cool talk there and just a lot of
I did. I stumbled into the creator space. I was like,
yeah.
that was the day I had an appointment with a company I interviewed last year,
Okay.
and we were at the end of the day, like at 3:30, not the end of their day, but the end of my day,
Yeah.
3:30 in the afternoon. I was meeting with them to do an interview at their booth,
Nice.
which we will get to you at some point. I don't know when I'm going to get it to you,
Yeah.
but we did that. So I got there 10:30, 11 in the morning, whenever it was.
Okay.
And I just was like, I'm going to start at North Hall.
Yep.
And there in Central Hall,
just
and I'm
canvassed the
just
whole
gonna
thing.
work my way through as much of it as I can
Yep.
until I get to them. Then if I still have time, I'm gonna keep working through
Yeah.
all the way to South Hall. And I actually did that. I had about an hour and a half left after I made it all the way through North Hall and all the way through Central Hall to them. But somewhere in that first part, I stumbled into the creator space.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like plugged right in the middle because there's like multiple floors and half floors, and dude, it's so big. It's so big.
It's
There's-
crazy.
There's so much stuff, and then even on like the fringes, there's a lot of cool tech on the outskirt booths. So in the middle, there's these massive displays for these huge mega companies like LG's. Demo was pretty wild. And then on the fringes, you have these smaller companies, but a lot of them had really cool tech, a lot of robotics.
A lot of robotic stuff this year. A
Yeah.
lot of robotics. And then besides the robots, though, a lot of what we saw this year, the new of this year was not like new products. It was, we've incorporated AI into the product we showed you last
Agreed.
year.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Agreed. And so it wasn't anything mind blowing, but I would say the most interesting thing was that you're seeing products that you usually see online, just
Mhm.
in person, and you get to see the actual,
Yeah.
physical, helicopter taxi or drone
yeah.
taxi.
And there's all this really sexy, like cutting edge stuff that you're going to see on the news and the videos and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But also at CES is this really and this is why CES is so big
Mhm.
and has so many people who come to it. It's all these companies who make all the little things that make all the electronics things in your
That
life
too.
go. Like
Yeah.
there was a booth of just nothing but like the connectors
Yep.
that go into these
Yep.
phones,
Or
right?
the
or the
wall.
motors that go into like gaming console
or the adapter
controllers.
for the wall, or the
Yep.
that I think it's the amp that goes in, or like charging cables for your
Yep,
phone. Like
all the
sorts
little
of charging
components that go
cables.
into all these electronics.
Yep.
There's also just rows and rows and rows of these booths interspersed with these huge, sexy things.
Yeah.
And it's you might be looking at like the 4-person drone helicopter.
Yeah.
And right next to that is 3 booths that make the connectors and the buttons for these
Yep.
phones.
Or
And,
like little capacitors
Yeah.
for chips or
whatever it
motherboards or
is. So it's
whatever.
really
it's all sorts of stuff.
it's really everything electronics.
3D printers. Did you see the robotic coffee machine?
I saw several
That
robotic
was-
coffee
that was
machines.
pretty
So
cool. And then they had a robotic
there-
ice cream machine.
you did not have to want for a cup of coffee this year at CES. There
No,
were
there's
there
a lot
were
of cool
there were a
stuff.
lot of robotic and AI driven coffee makers
Yep.
at a lot of booths in at CES this year. So you really didn't have to wait in line that long to get one of their cups of coffee either.
Not really.
So,
Well, yeah, it's being served by a robotic barista, so it's pretty on
but-
point.
yeah, we went into one of the interviews we did was Rich Tech Robotics, which is
No
local robotics company to Las Vegas. So
Okay, cool.
we spent about we did about a 5 or 6 minute interview with one of
That's
their
cool,
folks,
okay.
who's on the marketing side there, and we talked about the Atom robot, talked about some of the other things that they're doing, talked about the Dex robot.
That's the cool thing too, is the Vegas-based companies being able to showcase at CES as well.
That's the most that's the most exciting thing to me is when we get to see our Vegas startups or our Vegas companies take a really prominent role at CES. So.
Yeah. So that was the first. I mean, out the gate, what a way to wake up to January, and then CES is here. Kicking off on Are we good?
No. Yeah, we're fine.
Kicking off on the first week of January. So I mean, it's going back to what we were saying. Q4 was a full sprint, and then rest, and then first week of January, you're back in a sprint.
Back to it.
Yeah.
And to show us all you're back to it, you're doing another Momentum office party.
We are. Yeah, we locked in the assembly at Kiln.
Mm-hmm.
So
great place.
7 March, we finally got that locked in. So thanks, guys. And so we're going to be doing that 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. It'll be on a Saturday. Same format as last time, and it's this beautiful outdoor venue. I'm going to try to talk Dave Berlin into DJing that event, hopefully. So that's coming up in about 60 days. So I'm going to swing by Kiln tomorrow or Monday.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a great space. Yeah,
it's fantastic. So I think the capacity is like 150 or 200, something like that.
Easily, because there's all these little rooms.
Yeah, it's kind of like a horseshoe.
There's a horseshoe of little rooms,
classrooms,
and then there's the big courtyard space.
Yeah.
So easily 150 or 200 people.
So that'll be great. Been doing a lot of things at the Uncommons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And around Durango. So there's Gears and Grinds that's happening tomorrow.
Oh, is that at the Uncommons now?
It's across the street. There's another little shopping center there.
Yep.
That little strip. Yeah.
Yep.
So I've been spending the last 2 to 3 months less exploring and more actually consistently going to a lot of these events, like Gears and Grinds and the guys at Starbase and a lot of the organizations within the Uncommons and within Kiln. And I got to do a co-working event at Kiln and just develop, strengthening those relationships. And even with the guys at Corporate Co-working, where we did the first Momentum office party, they have another co-working space launching in Henderson soon.
Okay, cool.
So, hopefully by mid-year, that thing will be up and running. And we'll hope
that corporate co-working space is so funny. Every couple of months, I get invited to a thing, and I realize, I've been in this place before.
Yeah. I know what this is.
I didn't make the connection with the name, but I've been in this place before.
Yeah. So that's been the focus, is connecting and really developing those relationships. Speaking of, went to Blackfire Innovation yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Blackfire is great too. That's where my office is, or that's where my office address is. I'm a member of one of the co-working spaces there.
Yeah, so met with Shaq Cruz. Finally sat down for about 2 hours and did a deep dive on kind of what we have going on, which was good. That was a good conversation. At CES.
Mm-hmm.
So walking all day.
Yes.
Get back to my car.
It's a long day.
It's a long day.
Even if you don't do a long day, it's a long day.
It's a long day. Get back to my car, sit down, and all I want to do is go home, sit in the hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, nope, you're out. You have to go to a networking event. So I look up, CES networking event, and I ended up going to, was it Startup? It was a Startup Vegas?
Startup Vegas is pitch night. Level Up.
Yeah, and it was.
I did not make that this year because I had a film event I had to be at that
This
night.
one was a panel interview with TensorWave, and there was that was awesome. That was really cool. So I got to meet the founder of TensorWave, and COO, and
great folks.
Yeah, really cool. So I'm talking to them, which is great. So hopefully we'll have some cool updates here.
Yeah,
soon to announce. And then you'll like this one. We did an analysis in Q4 of the Momentum internship program.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to convert it to a STEM program.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So we're doubling down on the number of engineers that we're bringing in, some of the roles, the projects that we're working on, and we're going to be redeveloping the program and creating like these sub-STEM tracks that are inside of it to ensure that, the guys that are coming in, they're not just project managers, they're technical project managers working on technical projects, and we have them on a technical professional development track. So that's one of the biggest updates. That, and for 2026, my goal with the Phelan Focus is 2 speaking events a month.
Yep.
Hosting 2 podcasts, being a guest on 2 podcasts, doing a webinar a week. We just did our first webinar.
Great.
As a team, which was really great on LinkedIn. So we got a lot of goals this year as a company.
It's a good year to have goals.
It is. Things are coming together, and the team is working really well. They've been supporting me really great, which I'm always grateful for. And there's something I'll kind of soft pitch
Mhm.
here. So throughout Q4, we've been looking at basically our tech stack and the tech stack of our clients,
Mhm.
issues that they're running into. And I might have brought this up previously, but what we are in production for, and by the end of the year, we'll have basically about 25% of this done, is we're starting to design and develop a micro stack.
Mhm.
So just think of all the apps that a startup would need
Mhm.
in order to be established.
Mhm.
So you might not need a full scale CRM.
Right.
It's probably overkill if you're within the first 6 months, or even within the first 18 to 24 months. And it might be more work than what it's worth
Mhm.
to set up a full scale CRM. So we're looking at creating a stripped down CRM, a stripped down, these collaborative tools that you need.
Mhm.
Because when you see a lot of these teams, like when I was at Blackfire yesterday, or I'll be at Blackfire tonight. Are you going?
No, I've got another thing
Okay,
tonight.
I'll be
so.
there to represent you tonight.
All right.
I'll say Jason LeDuc sends his regards.
Yeah, please do.
So at the Blackfire boot camp, you see all these really intelligent teams working together, and when you're in a team of like 3 to 5 and you're starting to gain traction, look at
Mhm.
scaling, it's all about how do you collaborate,
Mhm.
and then how do you create continuity. And so that's what we're starting to solve at Projection,
Okay.
is coming up with the tech that's going to support that.
So that first package of slimmed down collaboration
Exactly.
tools you need instead of
Yep.
the full up.
Yeah.
Take your pick
Sort
of what's
small
out there,
business
right?
tools,
Yeah.
So this is a step above a Google Sheet, and the Google Workspace is a step outside of that ecosystem.
Something between a spreadsheet and HubSpot.
That's exactly it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you got lined up next? So what's your next big milestone that you have?
The next big milestone is I have submitted the paperwork to officially rename my company, and add media production to its legal purpose.
Awesome.
So, which this state of Nevada doesn't care if they know about it; they just know that care that you know what your purpose is.
Yeah.
But I did. I submitted the paperwork to rename and do all that kind of stuff.
Congratulations.
And then the people who are forming the company we're doing the film stuff under
Mm-hmm.
are in the process of doing all that legal stuff. We're going to sign our first agreement with a creator this week coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll get the special purpose LLCs and all that created for that project. And then we'll shoot that project in February. And so there's a bunch of work that goes into getting ready to shoot that. But ideally in just about a month, we're shooting our first film. So
that's awesome. Good for you.
And we'll do that for 2 or 3 days, and then get that into post-production and start getting it submitted to festivals. And then we're going to be right into the next project after that. So
yeah. Well, I look forward
and
to it.
then of course continuing to do the Leader's Mindset, continuing to do Vegas Startup Scene, continue to do educational content, continue to do Tech Alley, continuing to do workshops and leadership mentoring and coaching. So
I think that's one thing I didn't anticipate is as you grow and scale and you're adding more requirements to your business or to your business development, it's not like all the other stuff just goes away.
Yeah.
And there is a capacity point where you have to assess how many more of these events can I attend, and what do I have to decide not to go to.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I've been in that mode for probably 4 or 5 years now of what are the events I believe are valuable to me attend, where I can make valuable connections, and what is something that is a kind of, if I'm not doing anything else, maybe I'll go to that kind of thing. I've been in that mode for a long time. So that's kind of been, before I started adding so many things, that's kind of been a habit of mine already.
Yeah.
And then because that's been a habit of mine already, I don't feel like I need to be at everything.
Yeah.
I've already been selective about what I've been going to. Now it's a matter of whenever I add in a new project, it's like, okay, there's going to be a little turbulence for a couple of weeks until I figure out the new work rhythm. But one of the things I'm doing with the podcasts and that kind of thing is I'm trying to get as many in the can as possible and get them edited and posted up to YouTube and that kind of thing, so that they're just sitting up there ready to go.
Yeah.
So then that way, as we ramp into more active times on other things, I don't have to say, oh, I need to find 3 hours to do this today. I did it 6 weeks ago. So
if you're a founder or if you're running a team, don't think that you can just keep stacking stuff on your plate. You've got to become more efficient. You got to delegate.
There's a limit, but you do have to either delegate or you have to figure out how it all fits together in a new rhythm. So
yeah, exactly. Dave,
what's up, man?
Come say hi. Come say hi to the team.
Oh, you wanted to say hi to your team? Yeah. Come say hi to his team.
Come say hi to the
apparently they haven't been watching since the beginning, since you were on.
Yeah. So
have somebody next?
No, I don't. If you've got somebody who's ready,
Jeff after.
you wanna sit down with Jeff? Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go check out the new space.
All right, cool.
This is pretty fancy.
This is an amazing place, and I'm excited. We had Daz on telling us all about their big dreams for it, so I'm excited about it. So, but
awesome.
yeah, if you want to jump on here with Jeff, I'll get out of the way, and you can talk with Jeff. So,
what
was that?
I was like,
I think
Shot
that was
glass.
a plastic cup. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
all right, we're gonna give Jason the man a little break here, and I'm gonna invite. This is very timely because we were trying to figure out if we had actually had Jeff on before, and I don't know if we have. I don't think we have, which is funny because we've hosted like 25 of these things at his location. But I think it's a very appropriate time to introduce Jeff the man from Taverna Costera. It's only official to invite you on here after we've moved the location, sir. But
yeah.
There's a couple reasons why I wanted to have Jeff on today, and I'll pass the mic over to him and let him introduce himself in just a second. But owner-operator of Taverna Costera, one of my favorite places to not only go and eat food, but also to be involved in events. There's so many incredible events that happen at the facility, which is amazing, but you're also an advocate for all of the stuff that's happening downtown. You're like this crucial crux of all the stuff that's going on. So, Jeff, please tell us about you and all the things that you're excited about, my friend.
Well, that's a very open-ended question. I'm Jeff. As Dave said, I own and operate Taverna Costera in the Arts District, and we're a restaurant, coffee shop, rooftop bar. Actually, the Dragon's Alley Coffee Shop. We've been supplying Tech Alley for 5 years with the Dragon's Alley coffee.
Yeah.
I think that's missing today, but we are providing lunch today, which is happening in about 5 minutes. We were setting that up.
Yeah.
But,
what are you guys doing for lunch today?
I believe I saw some orzo, but I also saw we have new wings in the restaurant, like Chinese style, like pepper, I think lemon pepper wings.
Okay.
Yeah, no, those look amazing, especially when they're a little moist in the chafing boxes. Like you transport it over here, like buffet style.
Yeah.
Those are gonna be bomb.
Fall right off the bone.
Like I don't even want to share those.
Somebody steal me some wings, please, just to make sure. Please steal me some wings.
Yeah.
You heard the man. No, man. Well, thanks for hopping on, and I feel bad that we've never had you on before. I think it's not by any means that we took that space for granted. It's just like after spending so much time there,
well,
I think that some people thought it was called Tech Alley, like, which is great. But that's just one of the things that you guys do there.
Yes.
So what are some of the other events that are going on? At Taverna?
Obviously, we do a lot of private events. So we're a restaurant, coffee shop, rooftop bar. We do everything from weddings, quinceañeras, and bar mitzvahs and whatnot. But we're primarily a live event space. We promote like the local Las music scene. So basically, every musician in town has played at our restaurant. Everything from bands to do reggae to rock to hip hop and R&B. Next Thursday we have a K-pop group doing their first show.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. And that's a locally produced band. So
very cool. I love that. Nice. Is there anything that happens to the same kind of frequency that, because you could set your clock to the third Saturday of every month as Tech Alley? Is there any other types of events that you guys do there similar to that is always recurring, or anything that maybe that you guys are doing this year?
I mean, yes and no. Obviously, we have First Friday. It's the biggest day of the month for us. 10,000-15,000 people. In the Arts District, on our side of the Arts District. So outside of First Friday, Tech Alley, that's probably the biggest event of the month for us.
Yeah.
At least was. It is our favorite thing. We do a lot of different types of events. We do a lot of Window. We have an open mic event. But we also do we run multi-band, multi-area shows 9 times a week. And we're only open 5 days a week, right? So yes, like live. You can turn the clock to the live entertainment at Taverna Costera. Saturday night karaoke. Free to the public. And we have $3 Wildings, $4 draft beer.
Nice.
It's very hard to beat late night karaoke on Saturday at Taverna. So.
No, that's great. I definitely wanted to have you on because I knew that as we move locations and things like that, I want to make sure that everybody knows that it's not just a Tech Alley thing. There's great food there, some of the best food that I've had in downtown Arts District. And That's not a biased opinion. Like, I'm pretty rough when it comes to reviews. So I've got like, it's a little biased, but you've also helped out with some of the events, not just Tech Alley, but with Global Entrepreneurship Week and things like that. So
that's how we met.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm very grateful for all of the stuff that you guys have done for us over the years. And that's why I wanted to make sure that you got some attention. But when it comes to just being an owner operator, that's one piece. I know, a lot of the people know, but I definitely wanted to give you a space and a platform to talk about some of the challenges that we're dealing with downtown as far as parking and things like that, noise. You've been through all of it, and you're always very polite, very respectful about the way that you fight for this community. So what do you see as some of the biggest challenges and the biggest opportunities that we're going through right now?
Yeah, I mean, right now, a few months ago, they put up paid parking signs on the street, right in front of our building. Our arts district has been free parking since the beginning of time. Apparently, there's budgetary concerns that that had nothing to do with us. But some party in the city thinks we're low hanging fruit and they can stick up signs and start charging for parking. But obviously, it's a very tough economy right now. We don't have a lot of foot traffic on the north side of the arts district. I definitely can't handle, absorb the impact of paid parking. Like we're already seeing this, and like we're already seeing the impact with the event like Tech Alley, which the first 56 Tech Alleys, we're at Taverna Costera. Right? Yeah. And because of the lack of available parking for this event, we're over here this month. So.
Yeah, and the rate was kind of insane, right? It was like hourly. It was like $4 or $5 an hour.
Yeah, so that's the private lot.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is adjacent.
Still, yeah.
It's an adjacent relevant discussion, but
yeah,
there are a lot of different discussions going on right now.
Gotcha. So when it comes to challenges, that's one side of the conversation. What do you see as the biggest opportunities for downtown and the arts district for 2026?
Well, number one is to solve the problem that's in front of us, which is to stop the parking thing from happening because we can't absorb it in any sort of way. But we have a lot of projects coming online. Right next to us is a brand new art museum. Opening up. Yeah, they have Picasso's and Banksy's and real high end stuff. They're opening their soft openings in the next week or two.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a really big deal for us. There's a brand new brewery opening right across from the English Hotel. So
yeah, I saw that. I saw where that was going up.
I think they opened last week. I might have missed it, but cool. I'll walk over there. But so there's a lot of stuff happening at the Evil Canoe Museum. Yeah. So they're right in the parking lot, where the artifice used to be. So that's there are 100,000 visitors a year in their location in Kansas. They closed that location. They moved over here. So that's coming online this year.
Gotcha.
So there's stuff happening. But there are other problems we have to solve in the meantime.
I love it. Well, I'm optimistic about some things coming downtown, and I appreciate you coming on today. One final question for you, and this one I'm really curious because I don't think I've ever asked you this before. With a city full of he's single, folks. With a city full of so many amazing pizza locations, what's your favorite place to grab a slice or grab pizza here in downtown or anywhere in the city?
All right, so it's kind of it's a halfway look. So we actually do have flatbread pizzas at Taverna. So we have a kick-ass. I don't know if I can say that on.
You can say kick-ass all you want, sir.
Pepperoni flatbread. Also, Chef Chris has a brand new Hawaiian style. So it's not the Disney style. It's a ham and pineapple. It's just a
true Hawaiian
pig.
Okay, nice. Yeah. No, like smoked pig.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So that's our pizza. I'm a fan of good pie.
Okay.
Who isn't, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Brooklyn's best. Also, Audio Bar. Low key.
I haven't been there yet.
Low key Audio Bar. Very very good pizza.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It was really a shameless attempt for me to plug Gorilla Pizza because they're back. Isn't that crazy?
So I just heard about this. Yeah. I was like, this sounds very, very interesting.
Yeah, they're right over there in that building in the Soho Lot.
I might go over there before I go back.
Yeah, I might go over there with you. Yeah. No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Once again, where can people find you? What days are you open, and how can they find you online?
Yeah, we're in the Arts District right next to the Arts Factory, 1031 South Main Street. We're open Wednesday through Sunday. We have a kick-ass brunch. Sunday brunch with Jan and the gentleman, family friendly, $25 bottomless mimosas and sangrias.
$25?
Yeah, you can bring your mom and your grandma.
There you go. I love it. Very cool. Make sure you guys check out Taverna Costera. Jeff the Man, thank you so much, brother. Looking forward to it.
Thanks for having me.
Let's go get some Gorilla Pizza after this.
The wings and then pizza.
The wings, then pizza. The wings, then pizza. All right. Shaq, you coming on, sir? You can't. That's okay. Not Shaquille O'Neal, folks, since he's not coming on camera. It is not Shaquille O'Neal. It is the one and only Shaq Cruz. So we're just going to talk about him. I'm just kidding. Yeah, come on, bro.
30 seconds.
You got 34 seconds.
Got 30 seconds.
34 seconds. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, a local celebrity and veteran himself,
Yep.
Mr. Shaq
United
Cruz.
States Coast Guard.
What are you
Semper
excited
Fi.
about for 2026, man? Happy New
Dude,
Year.
I'm excited about this new space here at Tech Alley. I'm excited about the growth, and I was reflecting on it right in the ecosystem. What was 2025 for us? It was a relentless year of growth, and I'm seeing all of our stakeholders, seeing the vet space, seeing the tech space. So I just want to do a quick shout out. Tech Alley Henderson,
It is
January
yeah.
21st. Hope to see everyone there. If you're beaming in, I see there's a few listeners here. I'm speaking about what we're doing with the Governor's Office of Economic Development.
Love
We'll be
that.
talking about America the Entrepreneurial, talking about our
Yeah.
dashboards, about our resources, and trying to engineer an ecosystem where the time and space between your problems and your resources and solutions are a lot closer, whether it's through people, through platforms, or just getting shit done.
I love that. Love that. We got to close the
Cheers.
gap. Thanks so much, man. Good seeing you again. Yeah, you heard it for the second time today, ladies and gentlemen. America the Entrepreneurial. Lots of organizations are sort of collaborating to bring this initiative really to the front of every conversation when it comes to entrepreneurship, economic development. This is in communities all across the United States. So America the Entrepreneurial really is a movement that everyone can get involved with. I'm going to be pulling some different resources, getting some different organizations plugged in within, and I'm just man, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. 2026 is going to be a good year.
Good year.
Love it. What's up, man? This is very cool. Like I dig this whole.
This is I'm digging this setup. We're gonna need to
Yeah.
Figure out some stuff with light,
Yeah.
sunlight
Yeah.
next time. We
Yeah.
may need,
And it's gonna
we may need
change.
an umbrella or something to screen off.
Yeah. Well, it's also it's going to change
Yeah,
with the seasons. But either way, we'll figure it out
But-
as we
yeah,
always do
as
about
we
this
always
time.
do. But yeah,
Thank you, sir. Did you get something to eat? You got to go elbow, bro, and kick people out.
I have something for after, so I never worry about actually
Oh.
making it through the food line because
I know that I'm going to Gorilla Pizza after this. I'm just gonna keep saying Gorilla Pizza until Robbie comes over here.
with some Gorilla Pizza.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him about this next time. We're gonna make him come bring
You
us some
have a
pizza.
phone. You could tell him about it now.
I could probably tell him about it right now.
I'm just saying. You have the
Mm.
technology. It is Tech Alley after all.
You got anybody lined up next? I'll walk over there and tell
No.
him. I'll go. I'll
No, I
drag
don't. I
him
don't
back
have
across.
anybody lined up next.
I'm gonna let you freestyle.
so-
I'll find somebody.
No,
for you.
I'll freestyle for a bit. I'll do the rundown of what's happening. Did you say there's wings and pizza for lunch today?
Well, there's wings in there that Taverna did,
Okay,
but then I curveballed it just so I could.
gotcha. Well, I'll let people know wings are on the menu. But yeah, if you see anybody cool in the line, send them my way. All right. Live from Tech Alley. So it was great to hear from Jeff from Taverna. They are catering lunch here today, which is fantastic. Even though we're in a different location, we're not at their location anymore. So thank you so much to Jeff and Taverna Costera for catering lunch today. Yeah, and we've never had him on, so I'm glad Dave was able to get him and chat with Jeff a little bit about Taverna and what goes on there. A lot of cool stuff going on at Taverna. Mr. Levitt, have a seat. Awesome. New year, new location,
Yeah, great weather.
great weather. Great location for the live stream. We have a couple challenges next month. We kind of had the sun there that was making it really tricky on the lighting for our camera. So I might bring an umbrella next time to kind of block this off. And so it's always interesting doing something live. And the first time we're doing it, and we're just jumping live. We didn't come out here and set up or do any test runs on this before this morning. So
Yeah, well, no, I'm glad it's all working
and,
well.
you see our fantastic background. We got some Vegas skyline in there. And
yes, sir.
so
And yeah, a lot of old Vegas here as well.
a lot of old Vegas, yeah. So
I love this part of town, man. I mean,
Yep.
growing up here was a little scary, but nowadays they did a hell of a job.
I
really trying to get-
remember the first time I lived here when I was stationed in the Air Force. I was here 02 to 07, and this was not somewhere you came down. The most you might do is the Fremont Street Experience is back there. You guys can't see it, but like if people came from out of town and they wanted to see that, you might go there and you parked down there and you stayed under the big dome, and that was it. You didn't come to where we are now in Las Vegas. And now I don't think anything about coming down here, parking my car, walking around day, night, whatever. Somebody was talking about Audio Bar. I overheard something. Audio Bars right around the corner here, or that way, I think. And there's so many great things down here in downtown Las Vegas. I don't think twice about coming down here any time of day or night.
Well, they're kind of screwing them with the pay to park situation now, and I mean it, right? I get some of the thinking behind it. No, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'll say that.
As a Las Vegas resident, as a patron of the Arts District, as a from an economic development perspective, I don't get it. However, I do have an MBA.
Yeah.
And I understand the thinking that went into.
I think there might be a thinking or a theory.
I understand the MBA thinking of, we're building this big parking garage, but no one's going to pay to park in our big parking garage if they can park for free on other streets.
So, and here's the thing: is you got to understand the norms of the community.
Yep,
right?
I
this
agree.
Whole pay to park thing is still relatively new. Oh, you know what? It is. Here, if you want to, I want you to throw that up.
Yeah, there you go.
We don't want to interrupt the music.
Of course not.
So, it's still unusual.
There was no paid parking here until about 2017. There was on Fremont, but that's it.
Yeah. But you look at it and go, down the Strip did it. And it really upset the locals.
Which was also about a parking garage.
And the locals stopped going. And but then you look at the other casinos like Red Rock and all the neighborhood casinos,
Durango, Green Valley Ranch.
Yep. And Santa Fe,
and great one.
Packed. They're making record sales, right?
Aliante.
And I often say this: that growing up here in Vegas, going to the Strip was something we did, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Going to the Strip, if you were a Vegas local, was something we really all did in about 2017 or 2018. I grew up back east where you pay to park just about everywhere, and that was the best part about moving out west was you guys don't. We can park anywhere for free. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, But I say, growing up here, that's what we did, and we built relationships with the Strip. But my kids, zero.
They'll never know
connection.
a world of free parking. Yeah,
and here's the thing. Is because they have no desire to come to Strip. I don't have a desire, but these are the future decision makers.
Yeah,
and so on, right? The future politicians and so on. And if they don't have a relationship with you, you're in trouble.
Yep.
Because they don't know what to they don't know what's going to work or not.
Yep.
The Arts District.
Here's what's super fascinating about parking on the Strip.
Yeah.
Is they have dialed it back to free for locals again. Almost every property is letting locals park for free. Either for some period of hours or just letting locals park for free.
Unless there's like an event that's obscure.
Yeah.
I think I went to one event, it was at night. And I went in the morning, but there was like a night event and they charged me for it. I was like, you got to be kidding me. It's $20. But I guess I'm saying this. It's not a norm. And the Arts District was being flooded by locals because it still felt like an inviting thing. Now, as a business owner, I think you need to look at that as a serious.
But we know the Arts District business owners are very concerned about it.
And so I would look at it and go, okay, why don't we do something where it's on the weekends, between this time and this time, we know the locals are coming, they can park for free or a discount or something.
Something, right?
To that effect. But, and then I imagine the majority of the money's made at night when people are visiting the clubs and the fancier restaurants. But, you gotta understand. You gotta understand the audience. You gotta understand the market and the crowd. And I don't think that locals, coming from my perspective, are accustomed to the idea to pay to park to go somewhere to give you money.
No, it'll probably happen once. For folks who didn't know, they might come down here to their favorite restaurant or bar or a venue, shop in downtown Las Vegas in the Arts District, and then pay to park. And either they will go, okay, I'm doing this just once, but I'm never coming back, or they're just going to leave.
Yeah, 100%.
They may not stay.
I want to talk to you about the Fremont. When I was a kid, we used to go there whenever my family came to town from Utah, and they go play the penny slots.
Yep.
So they would go, we as kids, we run around. But that's when the cars could go down Fremont.
I know. I didn't live here before that. I actually never came to Vegas. I think the first time I came to Vegas, they were building the Fremont Street Experience, so you already couldn't drive down it. 95, I think that was. So I never knew a time where you could, and I kind of wish we'd bring that back.
It felt like old Wild West, right?
Yeah.
Each little joint was right there, and they had nothing but, knickknacks to sell and penny slots. And anyway, just reminiscent. But I like this location. I hope it's free parking on Saturdays, which I think is a smart idea.
That's great. That's very helpful.
We got the free parking in the garage.
Yep.
And
yes, and I'm looking around and I can see that there is ample parking right now. So if you're thinking about coming down to join us today at Tech Alley, we're at 3rd Street. We're at the corner of Gas and 3rd Street in downtown Las Vegas. Works out really well that we're actually on 3rd Street because not everything that has a street name in its name is on the street it's on here in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they do. Like I said, a follow up and a review and see if the money works. I mean, if it doesn't make sense, might actually make sense. Who knows? But anyway, I'm glad you're here. There's a huge attendance.
Yeah,
the theaters are gorgeous.
Great. Yeah, this is a beautiful place,
and I think there's a lot of opportunity and possibility working with 3rd Street on, involving the startup tech and startup ecosystem into something another phase.
Yeah, I think one of the great things that Daz and I talked about when he sat down with us a little earlier was it's a great opportunity to fuse up, to merge up the arts and the tech community here in Las Vegas.
You have to, right? And when we put together a blueprint back in 2021 based off of Brad Feld's book, one of the framework that was required was a creative class. And so the idea that you intermix artists and entrepreneurs in the same room and let their creative brains do what they do. Because I always say entrepreneurs, they just think differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see their eyes sort of roll back as they're thinking about this thing and it's all coming to them. And artists the same way, they just look at the world differently and you get those groups together. In fact, I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday and I said, I think one of the biggest barriers to really becoming this next stage of an ecosystem is getting the resorts and our industries that are here to engage with that creative class. They have to. I mean, they're competing against a global scale at this point. The casinos, and I'm with you. We got to extract as much money as we can while our guests are here for that 2 days, but not in a way that they feel like they're getting screwed. But in a way that they're giving them such a great experience that they're willing to give the money.
The MBAs have gotten control of the resorts, and somebody from the entertainment side needs to, and the customer service side, and the host side needs to say, okay, maybe we've gone a little too far with this.
I'll spend money for. Yeah, you're right. Something where it gives me an experience. I don't want to spend $10, $20 for water.
When I was a young man in my 20s, I was stationed in California at Edwards Air Force Base, just a couple hours down the road. And we would come out to Vegas probably every other month. And what was great about Vegas in the 90s is you could show up with $200 in your pocket. You could go have a good time. You could gamble. You could eat. You could drink. You could maybe see a show. You could get your hotel paid for. And you would, if you didn't win, you could still get your hotel paid for, and you would still have money for gas and a little bit of lunch on your way out of town if you had $200 or $250 in your pocket when you arrived, right?
Yep.
And those days are long gone now. And I'll be the first to admit this: Vegas really wants to make sure you don't have that last couple bucks when you leave the resort. They don't care that you have a couple bucks for gas to get home. Leaving their resort.
And here's a misstep: if you take away the local community from visiting your spot, every house here is a hotel room or a travel agency, because you get relatives or people that come and go, hey, where should I go? And you go, I have no idea, right? Because I don't know what's on the
strip. I don't go anywhere anymore, right?
You hit.
I always get people asking me for restaurant recommendations. Like, I don't eat on the strip. I don't know.
I always tell them go to Arts District, get Taverna. Now you don't have that connection. They have to recognize, you want your advocates like locals that are being asked, where should we go, to at least know what the heck is out there. I think that's economics 101. That's business 101, right?
Yep. Well, they've the strip has been very blessed for the last 15 years or so. They've had a lot of very affluent customers come from out of town. They've been able to focus on that. Yeah. And I think the economics of that I think the economics of that have already changed. And I think you're going to see that accelerate in 2026 and 2027 you're going to see You're not going to be able to fill your rooms with the aspirational value customers who are willing to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, because it's one of the 2 weekends they come to Las Vegas every year. You're going to see fewer and fewer of those people coming, and I think you're going to see fewer and fewer of those people ready to spend what they've spent in the past.
Yeah. So anyway, it's an interesting thought experiment we're doing here. But anyway, I love what's happening today. I can't wait till next month. Skills.com is sponsoring. They're going to have a truck out here, with big screens that you can play on the side of video games and such like
excellent.
that. I know they're looking for some talent, some developers, and so on. So they're eager to be part of the scene.
I don't think a month has gone by in the last 6 or 8 months at Tech Alley where someone hasn't said, I know a company who's looking for developers.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. We can't get enough software developers in this town. If you're a software developer, you're watching somewhere and you're thinking, maybe I'll move to Vegas and I'll work remotely. You don't even need to work remotely anymore. You can work for a company here.
Yeah. There's a lot of good companies. So anyway, man, love it.
So yeah, we're in a new place. Ideally, we're going to be here for a while. It's sounding like that's going to be the case. So it's great. We've got a great place to podcast from. I love being outdoors. So new year, what's some new exciting stuff coming up for Tech Alley besides the new location this year?
Well, I had thoughts. We still have the idea. We're again, in association side, we want to provide services and connections and so on outside of just the events. So we're building those partnerships. We're still looking at safe agreements as something that we can offer here.
Okay.
We call it the exchange or the forum and exchange. This is got the old creative juices flowing to see what we can leverage here. I'm a strong believer in bad luck overshadows worse luck, which just means it's more opportunities. So sure, the parking situation was unexpected and it threw us for a loop. But
it is what it is.
But
what
happened?
We improvised, we adapted, and overcome, as we would have said in the Air Force. So
as an entrepreneur, the word pivot's like embedded into your brain. If you're not putting out a fire, you should be scared because you're missing something that you should have been looking at.
You get a little nervous, like everything's going kind of smoothly right now.
What am I missing?
I'm missing something, right?
Yeah. There's always something going at it. But man, I mean, everything just sort of fell into place. But I think I see a lot of really cool opportunities, not only for Tech Alley, but for the ecosystem as a whole.
Well, and what's so great is this fell into place so quickly.
Yeah.
It really, like, the community really came together to make sure this happened this month.
Yeah.
So once again, we have never missed a month at Tech Alley.
Never. And I thought about it. I mean, I know. Like, is this going to... First, we had the crappy weather.
Yep.
The first, and now will there be the first...
That was bound to happen at some point. We were bound to get bad weather at some point.
Don't have to worry about it anymore, right? We got indoors.
Yep.
But no, Tech Alley's community run, and the community stepped up and made sure it stays that way.
Yeah. So congratulations. Congratulations.
Excited.
This is 56? Is that what we're up to?
56, 57.
We're something like that.
Like that.
I know we're over 48 because we did the 4-year anniversary. So
that sounds like the old Mr. Mom. Remember that movie? Where they're like, what's that, a 45? 45, 46?
Whatever.
Wait till we get to 6, 7, then everybody will be enjoying that stuff.
All right. So very cool. Thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Talk to you soon.
And good luck. And this is great.
But
congratulations on pulling off a great thing today. All right. So we are in the middle of lunch at Tech Alley. We got about half an hour left on lunch. I'm going to give you guys the rundown of what's happening this afternoon. So where is we are, all right, let me grab here we are. So, as I have said before, we are live from Tech Alley. Tech Alley is the premier place to meet up with the tech community, the tech ecosystem, all the great folks involved with it here in Las Vegas. We do it the third Saturday of every month. We are at 3rd Street, on the corner of 3rd Street and Gas in Las Vegas. Maybe next time we'll point this so you can see the street signs. But hey, you want to jump on? Yeah, come on. We'll bring Karma on now. I'll give you guys the rundown in a little bit. But get on down here to Tech Alley. We still have 2 rounds of talks coming up. One at 1:15 and one at 2:45. So welcome back. How are you?
Thank you.
What's going on?
How are you?
Good.
Going a lot, a lot is going on.
Yeah.
Started the year pretty fast. And I wanted to talk about a cool event we have coming
Oh,
up.
absolutely. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so we are going to have 25th of February, we're going to have a pitch competition. But
Okay.
before this pitch competition, we want to do a pitch prep workshop.
Okay.
It's on the 31st of January
Mm-hmm.
at Bottega Exchange,
Mhm.
9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And this is to help mostly women founders, but it's open to all genders,
Okay.
help with their pitches. What
Okay.
we saw is, so I organized the AI pitch competitions.
Yep, I
and-
remember.
Thank you. And we're seeing that there are less women founders who are applying to pitch. And
Okay.
it's not necessarily because they don't have a good idea. It's because they don't know where to start from. They don't know how they're supposed to pitch. They don't know what they need to say, what investors are looking for. So we want to help with those and give them a good structure, good training, and some live support, live practice, and so that they can bring up their confidence, so that they know what to say, how to pitch their business when it comes to, it could be an elevator pitch, it could be an investor pitch, it could be a program or services support pitch. So we want to make sure that we're giving that support.
Yeah, one of the things I've noticed, tell me if this is what you've seen is true with women founders, but what I've seen working in leadership programs and leadership development with young women in like the corporate world, they tend not to put themselves out there if they don't think they are perfect for something, right? So
Yes.
if a job comes open in their company and there's a list of qualifications for the job, and the women go, "Oh, I don't meet all the qualifications for the job," they typically don't apply for it. And I tell them, listen, I'm not telling you to be like a guy, but all of your guy coworkers who see that job come out there going, they're not even looking at the list of qualifications. We're not even looking. I guarantee it. We're not even looking. We go, that job sounds cool and it pays more than the job I'm doing now. I'm applying for it.
Exactly.
So there's something between the way we do it and the way you do it, where so if you are meeting some of the qualifications, go for it, right? And so that's what it sounds like we're seeing here is there's a lot of women who were like, well, I'm not ready yet, right?
Yes,
So-
exactly. I mean, we see this a lot, right? Not just during the pitches, but when it comes to marketing, when it comes to starting a business, when it comes to asking for funding
Mhm.
help or hiring employees, women tend to hold back a little bit more,
Mhm.
and what we call an imposter syndrome,
Yep.
I guess.
Mhm.
I always say messy action is better than no action.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
You got to jump in there because if you don't do it once, you won't be able to know how to improve it, right? So we want to give that confidence and that training on how to get there, even if you're in the ideation stage, right? You can explain what you're doing or what you want to do in so many words so that everybody understands and be like, oh, okay, I need that,
Mhm.
right? So
So that's the workshop coming up on the 29th,
31st.
31st, coming up.
of January.
Workshop coming up on the 31st of January, which is great. What's the format of the workshop? Is it a kind of a come in and pitch and get feedback thing? Is it kind of a come in and sit down with someone who's going to help go? Tell us how the workshop's going to work.
Sure. So that's a great question because we have a whole program. And in the beginning, we are starting with a couple of speakers and panel
Mhm.
where we're bringing some very successful women from the leadership in Las Vegas
Mhm.
and some key people who can give really good advice for founders.
Okay.
And then we're going to do the training session and there will be a live practice session as well. So
Okay.
during the training portion, we're also going to help them write a 60 to 90 second pitch.
Okay.
And then we're going to practice that. However, we're also going to give templates when it comes to pitch decks and
Okay.
what the investors are looking for, how a longer pitch is supposed to be, investor pitch is
Mhm.
supposed to be. And during that time, we'll have some advisors and mentors going around in the
Okay.
room helping them write and improve their pitches. And then we'll get the live practice and some feedback. And then we'll have a networking session. As
Okay,
well.
great. And who's going to be giving the feedback? Is it going to be
So-
investors? Is it going to be who's going to be giving the feedback at the workshop?
So we have a group of panelists who will also be given the feedback as well. We have AWS tech experts.
Okay.
We have Janet Hartley from SCORE,
Mhm.
Nevada director. We have Diana Mitrovic from
Mhm.
the Department of
Okay.
Commerce. We have some other key people who can really give that help
Okay.
and who are knowledgeable in this space.
Okay, so that's in January. And then in February, you've got the pitch competition.
Yes.
So what's the theme and the format for the pitch competition?
Essentially, this is a tech pitch competition
Okay.
for people who want to or already building a platform, a software, a tool, and they're going to be pitching, and the winner is going to be getting $35,000 in development support.
Okay.
And the eligible applicants will be open to get up to $25,000 in development support.
Okay.
So there's no cash price, but there's lots of good development support.
Okay.
If you don't have a proof of concept, you can get your proof of concept built. If
Mm-hmm.
you already have one and you need an MVP, a minimum viable product, you can get that developed. Or if you already have an MVP and you want to develop more
Mhm.
on it, get the feedback loop and develop more, then the sponsors are helping with that as well.
Okay.
So
Are you still looking for sponsors, or is all that locked in?
we are looking for event sponsors.
Okay.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to sponsor the event, please let me know. Get in touch with me, and we would be more than happy.
Great. Okay, so it is focused on tech companies.
Not necessarily tech companies.
Okay.
It's for any company.
Okay.
It could be a small business. It could be a solo founder. It doesn't have to be a tech-related business. And just to give you an example, our first AI pitch competition winner
Mhm.
was again minority women-owned small business. It was a cleaning company.
Okay.
And you'd be like, what does cleaning have to do with AI? Well, they had a problem of scheduling. They had so many teams, so many different equipment, different locations, and they couldn't find a tool that helped with all of that. And they were spending so much time on scheduling. So they said, well, why don't we build our own tool and build AI into it to help us with all of these intricacies and help us save time? And they pitched, they won, and they got their platform developed. And it is so good that, and they even got, of course, mentorship during development as well. And they are able to now license their platform to other home service businesses.
Great.
So from a cleaning company to a
tech company,
platform.
yeah.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
which is fantastic. Okay, so getting back to the pitch competition, how long are the pitches? What are there a minimum set of slides and topics they have to have in the pitch? What are we going to be looking at?
Great question. So it's a 3-minute pitch, 5 minutes with the questions from the judges.
Okay.
We would prefer you to have a pitch deck. It doesn't have to be a long one.
Mhm.
Or if you already have something built, you can demo that as well.
Okay. So no minimum criteria in what you have to show during your 3-minute pitch,
No.
but you got to pitch for 3 minutes and you got to answer 5 minutes of panel and investor questions.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Oh,
questions.
okay.
The
So
total
5 minutes total.
Yes.
2 minutes of investor and panel questions.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know can you tell us who's on the panel yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Next
Not on
month,
the
when you're
panel.
back on here next month.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. But I would definitely highly encourage joining the pitch prep workshop. Even if you're not going to pitch anytime soon, right? Get that information, get that training so that it will help you with your entire business, even if you don't have a tech platform you're
Yeah.
building.
Yeah, show up, see the speakers, get a little training, learn some new things, and then
Network.
at the very minimum, you're gonna get a rep of doing a pitch and get some feedback on it, and more reps is always better when you're pitching. So,
Yeah.
all right. Anything else you want to leave us with?
Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for joining us today.
Take care.
All right. All right. It is a little after 12:45. What is this? New Instagram message. Okay. Well, none of these things are helpful to me on this watch right now. But what is going to be helpful is I'm going to let you know what's coming up in the second round of talks and the third round of talks. So, as I was saying before, we are live from Tech Alley. We do Tech Alley on the third Saturday of every month. We are here at 3rd Street, Las Vegas, right here on 3rd Street, Las Vegas, the corner of Gas Avenue, I think it is. Yeah, corner of Gas Avenue and 3rd Street in Las Vegas. This is where the tech community comes to meet up. The premier tech and networking event in Las Vegas every third Saturday of the month starts at 10 a.m. for networking. First round of talks starts at 11 a.m. We're doing lunch right now. Amazing lunch catered by Taverna Costera. Even though we're in the new location, Taverna has brought a great catered lunch to us. If you still want to get in on that, you have a little bit of time to get down here. I'm not gonna promise you everything's gonna last until you get down here. But yeah, Taverna Costera always does a great job providing lunch for us at Tech Alley. So let's see what's else. We had our first round of talks at 11. Lunch is happening right now. And what is going to be coming up here for the second round of talks at 1:15 is demo time with Josh Stacy. So come on down and see what people are working on. See the cool hardware or software things. A lot of times they plug their computer right into the projector or their phone right into the projector, or their hardware, show their hardware and demo what is going on. Cool things, cool tech being developed right here in Las Vegas right now. Then AI search optimization with our good friend Eric Lacasse. Google isn't that into you. So it's a whole new world for search. So come on down and see that. Do you want to jump on? Yeah, come on on.
People are at.
I don't know if that's true, but welcome. Thanks for joining us. So what tell us who you are and what you have going on.
I'm Connor Torres. I do video game development here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And a whole bunch of like AI business uplifting and contract work, blah, blah,
Awesome.
blah.
Yeah.
But technology is crazy. This is like the most significant moment in human history.
Absolutely, yeah. Is this your first Tech Alley?
No, I've been to the old location.
Okay.
Been a couple times. Probably
Nice.
2-3 times a year.
Nice. What are you looking to see today? What are you excited about?
Well, I saw the AI meetup, which was excellent.
Okay.
And the talk there. I also just wanted to see the new venue, which is
Yeah, beautiful,
fantastic.
right?
The idea of taking a movie theater and then converting that to an event space, I think
Yep.
is so cool because for education, you have these huge, giant screens.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't get in your classic classroom.
Yeah.
So,
Daz has some amazing, he sat down and talked with us for a while this morning. He has some amazing plans for this place, and it's just going to get better and better. So
yeah, fantastic.
so what are the things you're working on?
Well, as far as the event space, I created the Las Vegas Summer Game Jam
Okay.
several years back, and then COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, kind of been wondering where the next venue would be. And I'm looking at this place, I'm going, well, that might be cool. So I jotted down some notes today.
Yeah.
Going, I mean, I used to have like a game development hackathon here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. Doing a hackathon here would be, in one of the theaters, would be really, really great.
Yeah.
So-
But yeah, what are you working on? What's your...
I got a number of things. I have a company. I do leadership and strategy training for businesses, coaching, mentoring, that kind of stuff, as well as workshops. Most recently, what I've gotten into, besides the podcasting and that kind of thing, I've gotten into the film community here. I'm going to be executive producing some film projects coming up here in 2026. So we're getting ready to shoot the first one of those in second half of February.
That's awesome. Are these short films or features?
This one's a short. We have a short we're working on. That's going to be the first one. We have 2 series pilots that we're going to be working on. We have a feature we're going to be working on and shooting that towards the end of the year. And then we have a vertical series project we're working on and a horizontal web series project that we're working on. So
Nice.
so those are our 6 we have on the slate right now.
Holy smokes. Is that part of that whole new Hollywood thing that's coming to Vegas, would you say? Or is it just kind of like, you're here, why not do it?
It's in parallel as people who are really passionate about the film community and just want to start making great films. And it kind of the genesis of it was kind of when we were still talking about the Hollywood coming here thing.
Yeah, right.
And then we all kind of said, well, that didn't happen. We were all like, well, we're going to do it anyway. So let's just make as great content as we can make and be as professional about it as we can. That way, when this comes back around, we'll be the people that Hollywood says, oh, we've heard of what you guys are doing here. We want to work with you.
Yeah, I think that's how it would happen. You know, you could throw a bunch of money at the city, but you want to actually have whoever's doing it currently.
Yep.
You kind of, one question I guess I have for you is, as far as technology, one of the things that got me excited in hearing about all this investment of
Mhm.
film and TV tech was that merging of, in my area, Unreal Engine, where
Mm.
DeLorean was using these big volumes, these
Yep.
LED walls for sets, so you didn't have to shoot on location.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you know of that they're building here, that you'd be shooting on? And I think there's 1 or 2 out here, studios that do that kind of thing. But
Yeah, I don't know. We're not looking at shooting anything that sophisticated yet, but I think we are very much kind of in a real life aesthetic mode, but that doesn't mean we won't do that kind of stuff in the future. So I don't know about the studios that are doing that kind of thing, but it's great to know that they're there.
yeah,
Because the great thing about whether it's an LED wall or something you can generate with AI as a background or whatever it is with
Right.
technology, it allows you to do things that you either can't do in the real world or are very, very difficult and expensive to do in the real world. So it's a really exciting time with being able to adapt the new technology into traditional filmmaking and create a really creative aesthetic.
Yeah, I think the studio here, I'm not affiliated with them. It's called VU Studio, VU.
Okay.
But I haven't looked too much into that. But when they start building that infrastructure out here, I would expect that we get more sound stages like that. And
Yeah,
it
I
might be low
think
cost.
I think what you'll see is more of the infrastructure will start getting built. It just won't be a big organized thing. It'll be a lot of entrepreneurs seeing opportunity, and it won't be a big top down kind of thing. It'll be like, oh, all these things are happening. Let's start pulling some things together.
You know, what I would like to see, especially from the arts district, is more like acting classes show up so that the talent can kind of, be homegrown. I was the other thing about being in LA. I used to do all these acting classes, improv and stuff in Hollywood. And it made it really accessible, that film industry. Just people in television would show up in class. But it was so good, I think, just for anybody who took that into any other career, the ability to improvise or communicate in those ways. Maybe you know more about that, whether they have sort of a curriculum or something, the arts district, but I could see that developing.
I don't know about in the arts district. I got involved in the film stuff because I started taking some acting classes for the podcasting to be, so I could be, do more things on camera, be more comfortable on camera, connect with an audience better on camera, and understand how to, set things up better with the camera. And I kind of fell in love with it and worked on some film challenge stuff over the summer. And that's how I got connected with the people I'm connected with now to do these film projects. But yeah, there's an acting school in Henderson. There's at least one. I don't know if it's in the arts district, kind of in this area. I think there are four schools that do acting classes here in Southern Nevada, in the Vegas area, at least 4, I think.
Gotcha.
So they're here. But yeah, so it sounds like we just need to get the word out more and get people connected up, because if people are looking for that and they're not finding it, reach out to me. I'm happy to connect you. So,
well, I think you're doing a great job. So it
all
certainly
right,
shows.
thanks.
Cool.
So it was great to meet you. Thanks
too.
for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the rest of Tech Alley. Did you get some lunch?
I did. Lunch was great, and vibes were great. Lots of interesting people.
Yeah, I'm loving the new location, and I'm loving how everybody's connected, and the dining room is a really great addition to what we're doing here. So
yeah, hell yeah.
So
Let's
yeah,
make it the new Silicon Valley.
I love it. Let's do it.
Cool.
All right. Good to see you.
You too.
All right, it is 12:55. We are about 20 minutes from the second round of talks here at Tech Alley. By the way, Tech Alley, it is the third Saturday of every month here at 3rd Street in Las Vegas, downtown Las Vegas. So if you are in Las Vegas and you are interested in drones, you are interested in crypto, you are interested in coding, you're interested in Python, you're interested in artificial intelligence, you're interested in search engine optimization, you're interested in marketing, you're interested in entrepreneurship and investing, come on down. Hey, Steve, you want to join us? Jump on in. I promise you I'll get to that rundown. Come on in. How are you doing, man? It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
What do you have for us this month?
Oh, the same old, same old. Crypto is cash. I just wanted to come in and give everybody
All
a
right.
brief
Hey,
reminder.
give us the rundown.
Well, stablecoins and legislation's turning in a real positive direction for cryptocurrencies. The new thing is that Square has started accepting Bitcoin via the Lightning Network available on their platform. So if you're a business that has Square and you'd like to accept crypto, it's a very easy way to get going. But if you'd like to do it self-custodially, get a hold of me at cryptoiscash@proton.me.
Okay.
Yep.
So I know you've explained it before, but we may have new folks in the audience. Please explain what self-custody is for us again.
Yes. So how do I explain this? You think I know how to do this, having talked about this over and over again. Self-custody would be as if having cash in your pocket. You're the one that controls that cash. You're the one that has that cash. Custodial is having your money in the bank. So whether you know it or not, the bank actually has control of your money 100%, and they're letting you use it. So maybe you've heard stories or seen stories of people having their money confiscated from them in their bank account.
Or their accounts frozen.
So when you're using cryptocurrencies in a custodial way, it's just like having your money in the bank, where the exchange that holds your crypto has control of it. They can freeze it. They can not give it to you. They can be shiesty and spend it behind your back, like happened with FTX in 2022. Or you can hold your cryptocurrency essentially in your own pocket. It's called not your keys, not your coins is the common phrase. And what that means is that you are the only person that has the cryptographic keys, control of the cryptographic keys that control your funds. Boy, I'm getting into some deep stuff right
That's
now.
okay.
Yeah.
Keep getting into it. This is a tech audience,
All
so
right. Okay, yes, I forget. I'm so used to speaking to the common man.
Yeah.
That, yeah. So, boy, I wasn't prepared to talk about this.
That's okay.
Yeah. Cool. Let me think. So, in cryptocurrency, you can think about the cryptographic key, and you're not actually using a cryptographic key. You're using what's called a seed phrase, which is a human readable.
it's plain language words.
Yes.
And you use that seed phrase to let the cryptographic key know I'm indeed the person who owns you. Please unlock my stuff.
Right. And you can use that seed phrase and treat it much like you would treat a key to a safe deposit box at a bank. Except the difference is the safe deposit box is in the cloud, which means that anybody anywhere in the world can access that information if they have that key. So you keep it very close to your heart.
Yep.
There's such a thing as a hardware wallet.
Don't put it in your notes on your phone.
Do not put it, not on your notes on your phone. Don't take a picture of it and keep it on your phone or anywhere. Just don't take a digital picture of it. It's highly advised and typically advised to write it down on a piece of paper.
And if you do have a safe deposit box, put it in that safe deposit box.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that either, but you can do that. What I would recommend is they have stainless steel plates that allow you to tap your seed phrase into.
Oh, engrave it in?
Yes. So it's not quite engraving. The better ones, you just have to do a hole punch thing, and it works very easy, actually. They're crush proof, they're acid proof,
Right.
They're very highly resistant, and they're pretty much fireproof up to about house fire temperatures. You know, I mean, if you want more temperature protection than that, you're going to have to go with platinum, I think. So
probably,
which would be a lot more money. So we're talking about seed phrases, right?
We're talking about seed phrases and self-custody, yeah.
Self-custody, yes, golly, boy. I encourage self-custody 100%. I see no reason to let anybody have control of my money. It might get complicated if you're dealing with family matters and inheritance, things like that. And there are services out there that I haven't tried, but one I know about, I believe Swan Bitcoin might be one, and I Trust Capital are a few, and Casa is another good one. And there are companies out there that allow you to self-custodially manage your crypto, but they give you backup options. So and communications options so that in the event you, as the owner of crypto, the technical guy, somehow is no longer available to access your crypto and family members are left with it, but they don't know anything about the tech, then some of these companies will help guide them through that. And I don't know how they're insured or anything like that, but they are out there and you can research
worth
those on
looking
your own.
into. Always worth looking at planning for the future. So
Yeah.
So all right. So where are you on physical wallets?
I use Trezors.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, if you come out to some of the Vegas Crypto Group events, we do give those away once in a while.
Okay, cool.
Already packaged and everything like that. You know,
Nice.
I happen to pick up a few of them at a discount. So
Very cool.
From Trezor.
Yeah.
Yeah, hardware wallets are good. I highly advise when you have a hardware wallet to also back up that seed phrase on one of those steel plates. It's very important. Your hardware wallet, even if it's kept in a fireproof safe, fireproof safe is going to protect your stuff in that safe for maybe 30 minutes at high temperatures.
Yep.
So that steel plate, I would keep it in a fireproof safe, but it doesn't need to be there. It should survive regardless. But yes, backing up is quite a big deal. It's something that even myself I have a hard time remembering that. And this is a process that I go through every
It's
few
easy to
months.
forget.
Yeah, I go through every few months, make sure the wallets I'm using, make sure I have the backup phrases for those. Because some wallets you can set up without having to actually record the backup phrase.
Okay.
And I mean, they allow you to use it without backing it up, just to keep things going. But it's important that you back up your phrases because you never know how much money you're going to have on that wallet.
Right.
You know, you might start it just for fun. And then the next thing you know, you've gotten into something else. Maybe you're gambling online or something like that.
Yeah.
And you hit the jackpot. And now you lost your phone and you don't have those 12-word seed phrases, you know, or 24 words or however many words that seed phrase.
Absolutely. So what's coming up for Vegas Crypto Group? We're always, when we do the Monday show, we're always trying to make sure we're promoting your guys' events. So
Yes. You would actually have to ask Mike that.
Okay. Well, I think Mike's here. I thought I saw him earlier.
He is. I'll try to get him around. But if you do go to vegascryptogroup.com, that's a big one. Now, myself, my adventure through crypto has taken me to Bitcoin Cash. You know, I don't usually talk specifically about cryptos, but I initially, when I did Cryptos Cash, I started with Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and basically Monero and USDC.
Mm-hmm.
And the reasoning for that was that at the time, it was Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum were all available on popular web apps like PayPal and Venmo. So that made it easily accessible to the general public. And I didn't see any concern to onboard the general public and confuse them with, Casper or anything else.
Right.
I did mention Monero as an outset because Monero is so unique that it just had to be within the circle of what I was teaching. I included USDC mainly so when I was onboarding businesses, they could get into the crypto world, but not have to worry about volatility.
Yep. Real quick, explain what USDC is and why why it's important.
USDC is a stable coin, and it is basically created by Coinbase through another company called Circle, and it's very similar to USDT. And let me see if I can get this correct here. The USDT is US dollar, is USD, and these things stands for US dollar, and the T in this case stands for Tether. And maybe you've heard of Tether. I think it's the third most popular cryptocurrency, not most popular, third largest market cap.
I think so, yeah.
USD. And wow, the crypto world is changing fast.
Yeah.
I mean, very fast right now. The current political environment has opened the floodgates for crypto businesses to thrive. And in that recent legislation, I think it was the Genius Act, the U.S. government laid out rules for the standards for stable coins. Tether, the most popular stablecoin in the world, is being used regularly in countries like Argentina and other countries where the national currency is not stable at all, and the people have pretty much abandoned it and are using USDT. USDC follows suit, but USDC is much newer. I think it came out in 2018, maybe 2020, but USDT has been out since 2014. Actually, kind of a little bit before that. It actually started on the Bitcoin network. Did you know that?
I didn't know that,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, well, currently it's running in the Ethereum world. On several different networks, Arbitrum, Polygon. I recommend if you're going to use USDC or USDT to use the Polygon network because it's far cheaper than all the others. And it's reasonably accessible. I think Tron is definitely accessible, but sometimes it's a 50 cents or $1 to send things, which is far too high.
Yeah.
It's an expensive stamp for $1 bill, you know? So anyway, the legislation has paved the way for these coins to be regulated by the U.S. government. So now what the U.S. government did was essentially bought itself a new buyer for the U.S. Treasuries. So it's no longer just the Federal Reserve that can buy treasuries. These stablecoin companies will buy up these treasuries, and those treasuries back the stablecoins. I'm sure some of you are out there thinking what I'm thinking, is that really crypto? And yes, it is. It's cryptographic currency. It's one of a kind, can't be duplicated money. It may not have all of the features you might expect from Bitcoin or, even Bitcoin Cash or Litecoin or something like that, or Monero, definitely not. But it's out there and it's being used worldwide. And politically, I believe this is how the U.S. government is doing their best to maintain financial dominance in the world by basically letting citizens have a stake in the U.S. government via U.S. treasuries. So while China's not buying our treasuries and Russia's not buying our treasuries, your everyday guy down in Argentina and probably Venezuela soon is buying our U.S. treasuries.
Okay, well, it's always good to diversify, right?
It is. You really caught me off guard on some of this stuff. I thought I'd be here for a second.
Well, I'm not trying to catch you off guard, but you've got so much knowledge. Whenever you sit down and talk with us, you always share stuff with us that's so valuable. So
Thank you. My head's been out of the game for a few days. I just got a long week of work, so I'm kind of getting back into it.
Yeah, well, glad you made it to Tech Alley today.
Of course, you can ask all my coworkers who the crypto guy is because I onboard everybody with a wallet as soon as I can. Speaking of which, I tell you what, can I go back and check out the chat on this?
We can look. Let's see if someone has chatted anything.
So what I'm thinking though is if you guys, so I'm pretty big on Bitcoin Cash right now. It's got a lot of new technology, and truly Bitcoin Cash is the other original Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin that everybody knows, the one that's $100,000 right now, it got forked in 2017. Some people wanted to keep Bitcoin small, slow, and retarded, and those people got their way. The other people wanted to expand it and make it usable and bring new features to it, make it fast and cheap for everyone, and that would be the Bitcoin Cash people, and that forked off in 2017. Because of that fork, there was a lot of dirty politics around that. And some of those politics are kind of getting washed away over the last two to 3 years. And in that washing away of those politics, some new technology has come onto the Bitcoin Cash scene, namely tokenization. So you can do tokens on Bitcoin Cash, and they have a stable coin of their own. It is not backed by U.S. Treasuries, so keep that in mind.
Okay, what did you want to see in the chat?
It is backed by collateral, Bitcoin Cash collateral. So it's so what I wanted to see in the chat was go back later, and anybody who downloads a Bitcoin Cash wallet, for the first 10 people that download a Bitcoin Cash wallet at Celine.cash, it's a very nice wallet, and you take your Bitcoin Cash address on that wallet, just copy and paste it right into the chat room here, and just say crypto is cash, and then type the address, or not type it, paste the address there. I'll give you $1 for the first 10 people. That,
there you go, for the first 10 people. So
even better if you're not in crypto yet. It's a great way to get started.
Well, we'll keep an eye on the chat, and if we get any takers, we'll send them to you.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else you want to share with us? Anything else you have coming up?
No, there isn't. I wish there was.
All right. Well, that's okay. That's enough for today. Thank you for sharing everything you shared with us today. It's always informative, always educational for me. So thank you for joining us, Steve.
Thanks a lot, Jason. I enjoy watching your shows.
All right. Thanks. All right. It is 1:09. We are 6 minutes from the second round of talks here at Tech Alley. Tech Alley is the premier tech and networking business meetup in Las Vegas. We do it the third Saturday of every month in downtown Las Vegas. We are at 3rd Street at the corner of Gas Avenue and 3rd Street in downtown Las Vegas. If you're interested in crypto, like we just talked with Steve about, if you're interested in entrepreneurship, like we talked with Mark and Dave and Shaq about, if you're interested in drones, if you're interested in, I don't know, we talked about crypto, we talked about coding, if you're interested in Python, if you're interested in AI, if you're interested in search engine optimization and marketing your business, lots going on here at Tech Alley. So get down here. If you can't make it today, we're here the third Saturday of every month. They have popcorn?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Sorry.
Don't say that unless you have popcorn to provide.
There's popcorn right there. It's Sophia's. I've been eating out of that bag for a minute.
All right. But what's coming up so if you're coming to Vegas and you're interested in these things and you can schedule your trip around the third Saturday of every month, we'd love to have you join us down here in downtown Las Vegas. So at 1:15, we have demo time with Josh Stacy. So come on down and see the cool things that people are working on and are going to demo for you. AI search optimization. Google is just not that into you by our good friend Eric Lacasse. He's going to be doing that at 1:15. User experience and product design with Valerie Kana. That is also at 1:15. And then the Las Vegas Python meetup with Adam Englander, 1:15. Then the third round of talks will be at 2:45. Sin City Programmers, hosted by Gabriel Burgos and Josh Stacy. The SolidWorks Group with Raquel Veri. Social Marketing with Jackson Wright, and Blockchain and Self-Custody. We just got a good primer on self-custody from Steve. But if you want to learn more about blockchain, crypto, and self-custody, come on down 2:45 and jump in on James Roop's talk. So what am I missing out there?
Well, there's some great conversations that are going on. We have some incredible people that this is their first time at Tech Alley.
Oh, that's great.
So that's always great to meet.
It's always nice to have first timers here.
First timers. We also, you may remember earlier, we had Shaq on the show.
Yep.
His counterpart with the Governor's Office of Economic Development, she's here as well. This is her first time. So it's great just kind of connecting the dots with everybody.
Right.
Just one of my favorite things about Vegas in general is the caliber of events that happen and the connections that are possible at those events. And this is probably one of my favorite ones because you can always set your calendar to it.
Yep.
And I could probably go through 150 people who, how did we meet?
Mm-hmm.
We met at Tech Alley.
Yep.
And that's, I think that's a really powerful declaration to what an anchor event like this can do for a community.
I would say most, not all, but most of the good connections that I have maintained over the last few years probably started here at Tech Alley.
Yeah.
Or were in some way associated with someone I met at Tech Alley.
This is true. And some people, it's funny because some people are like, I don't work on Saturdays. Okay, great. And some people love to get out on Saturdays.
Does this look like work to you?
This is not work.
This is not work. We're sitting here. We're sitting here doing a live stream. I mean, setup takes a little bit of time,
right?
But it's not a big deal. Yeah, come on. Look, you're gonna get to come on down and sit in a theater and have somebody either demo a cool technology or teach you something.
There's popcorn.
There is. You either bring me some popcorn or you stop saying that.
It's right there. Go get it. Go. How about this? Go get it. So Sophia's right there, and then find one person, and then send them to me. I'll take the reins for a minute. Jason never gets breaks because it's normally about this time that I just flake and bail. But we used my cart today, so I wanted to make sure that I stick around until he's actually done filming. No, actually, one of the reasons why I normally leave so early in the day is most Saturdays I'm DJing weddings.
I just took it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Most Saturdays I'm DJing weddings, but no weddings yet this year. So we're down here.
Well, Mark Phelan wants to talk to you about DJing an event.
Does he?
Mm-hmm. He didn't talk to you yet?
Oh, I know what event he's talking about. Breaking news. I'll have somebody on my team do that one. Mark's not tall enough. I'm just kidding. So what did I miss? Who else did you have on?
Steve came on, and we got talking about crypto and self-custody, which is always good. I always like to, when Steve comes on, he's always got really good nuggets, and I always like to dial into, hey, what don't we know about crypto that we should know about, right?
That's fair.
So
yeah.
Karma came on and talked about her upcoming pitch competition and the pitch workshop. So we got that one.
When is that? She said it probably.
Workshop is the 31st of January. And the pitch competition is sometime in February, and I forget. But it is, you can go back and watch the stream. It's in there. So
I love it. That's great. Yeah, I think there's lots of great stuff. Well, yeah, so Mark and I did a little side quest. We went over to Gorilla Pizza. It is, in fact, actually open. He was a little tied up, and he's not going to be able to make it over to this one today, but I'll make sure that next time we're here, he'll just bring a pizza over.
Does he
and
have
sit and chat with us.
Food truck?
No. He's all in on the physical location. It's really funny because so many people, even like Heather in Las Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. Heather in Las Vegas even did a video on it. Like, everyone's so glad that they're back. So I hope it works out well. He's very optimistic, very excited. So now I know where to take all my meetings. And when people ask me,
is that their original location?
No, they used to be over at the Hard Hat Lounge. They worked out of that. And then I think he even did just kind of a side thing on his own.
So this is their own
physical location.
Now,
yeah.
Okay.
Physical own location. It's great. They got some cool stuff on the wall. Limited kind of shorter menu to make it, expedite, but it's a Detroit style pizza. It's delicious.
We might need
field trip.
We might need to set up a little rig here where somebody on a bike can come put it in a
little
box, and we can, raise it up.
Are we gonna create a startup to where it shoots over here like a bank tube? I bet we could. It would be really cool.
Maybe drone delivery.
Yeah, there we go. It would be really cool.
You want to jump on, sir?
Yeah.
All right, you jump on. I'm gonna eat popcorn.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'm what they call the B team.
B team. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm A team, B team, or maybe even C team.
Well, after lunch around here, everybody's kind of the E team. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I could definitely use a little disco nap myself. Welcome, sir.
Well, thanks for having me.
Tell us about.
I'm going to take off my hat so you don't feel.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, is the hat the business? Because if it is, then,
no.
Okay.
This was my former business.
Okay.
I did.
What are you working on now?
I've got I'm a AI consultant. I'm working on my.
Okay.
My name's Michael Davis.
Michael Davis.
Yeah, I think we've met.
We have met, but if it's been more than 3 months, there's probably a lapse in my memory.
Okay. Well, I can understand that. So, but anyway, I'm what I was saying. I can cook barbecue.
Okay.
Because I had Uncle B's Smokehouse Barbecue.
Okay.
It was downtown Las Vegas.
Okay.
But that's
where did the barbecue idea originate from? Where are you from?
Well, Can you tell by the accent?
I would say somewhere in the South.
Yeah, but
Birmingham, Alabama.
No, Texas.
Okay, what part of Texas?
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Okay,
but I tell people, I said I don't really have an accent.
You don't.
That it's all put on.
Yeah,
and so that people
the little draw.
Yeah, so that people think I'm slow.
Okay,
and give me a lot more slack.
I love that.
Yeah, so
I love that. Well. Somebody from Oklahoma, most people in Dallas and Texas in general are slow. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I love Dallas. Well, that's where I got my belt buckle.
I was going to say, well, ask UT this year.
Okay.
About Oklahoma.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I know there's a rivalry.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to barbecue,
well, that's not the business I'm doing now.
No, I know.
But I am a very good barbecue cook.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was curious where it's from or where it originated from, because I can't find good barbecue out here, but that's another conversation.
I had a barbecue restaurant.
Okay.
But my partner did not want to do barbecue sauce.
Okay.
And he told the district attorney that he could not get barbecue sauce. So my business partner and we got into a big argument over barbecue sauce. And so, barbecue, some of these people out there, these pit masters and barbecue cooks, take it. It's like a religion.
Oh, I spent quite some time in Kansas City, and if you ask anyone in Kansas City where the best barbecue is, you might get into a fist fight.
Oh, I totally get it. That's
and if you say Gates, you're going to lose that fist fight because I will beat you up in front of your kids.
Okay. Well, I'm planning to reopen my barbecue restaurant, but. Right. I'm a certified AI consultant.
Okay.
I'm working on my 3rd certification in AI. And AI is the buzzword right now. I talk to business owners that say they want AI in their business. Mm-hmm. I say, well, what do you want AI to do? And they'll say, I don't know. I just want it in there. And so, I said, well, people usually what they want for AI, they want automation. They want something to help them make their business more profitable, less cost to it, and more efficient. And that's what we do with my company. Now, what I have, and the reason I wanted to be on here, is I took over a group meetup group here in Las Vegas.
Okay,
it's called Startup Las Vegas.
Okay.
And it's been dormant here. But it has 2,597 members in the organization. I'm trying to reactivate it. I'm thinking about possibly coming to this location and having a monthly networking group.
Okay.
Where people exchange information, exchange business cards.
Okay.
But I have an electronic business card.
Okay.
That there's a lot of electronic business cards out there. This one we call it Lead Tap.
Okay.
And it's got my information.
Cool.
You can download it's a QR code from my website, but which is bigado.com, BIGADO.com.
Okay.
And find out about our company. But what I wanted to do was let your people know about our startup, or not our startup,
the meetup group.
Meetup group.
I love that.
Yeah, and it'll be we'll probably have I just took it over today.
Okay.
So it'll probably be meeting on a Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Okay. Monthly or
monthly?
Cool.
But also, I was involved in the comedy scene here.
Oh, cool.
In Las Vegas. So we're going to have a networking group for business, and then afterwards, we're going to have some fun and have an open mic comedy show.
Very cool. Very cool. I know some people to introduce you to in the comedy space.
Oh, I know a lot of them. Who are the ones you?
Well, there's a guy, Ronnie Long. He's in the veteran community, and he's got a couple of different shows that he does.
Okay.
And then there's another guy that's been popping up a lot more. One of the first people I met at probably the first networking event I ever came to. His name is Johnny Richardson. Yep. So he's doing some comedy shows as well. So yeah, there's probably some intersection for sure.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Well, Well, thanks for having me.
No, yeah, you got it.
And,
I'm
did
curious.
you have any questions?
No, I did. Yeah, actually, and I know I get excited about barbecue, so I'll nerd out on that. But on the AI part of it, right? Because I'm seeing a lot of people that AI is the buzz, and a lot of people want to know how they can use it. Sure. My specialty and my superpowers always generally come in the form of revenue generation. So there's a lot of ways that people can use AI to save money because they can automate certain things, they can leverage it. What are some of the ways that you see that people can use AI to actually make money?
Well, a lot of it has to do with it could be marketing.
Sure.
Being able to find new customers.
Okay.
Like this is our our electronic business card.
Okay.
So
Love that.
And what it has my picture, my info on it. But what this is designed to do, and this is more automation than AI. A lot of people confuse AI with automation.
Yeah.
And automation is just taking repetitive tasks that humans get tired and bored of.
Yeah.
And then having those tasks automated to be done. What this does is someone scans it, they get the information, we get their information, and it immediately sends out an SMS, text message, and an email to someone.
Okay.
And with the intention to get that person on the phone to talk about your business or how my business can help you.
Okay. Very cool.
And if you don't schedule the call that time.
Yeah.
And
It'll do kind of a drip sequence or something like that.
Yeah. It'll send you an SMS and a email the next day. And if you don't schedule then, my AI voice assistant will kick in, call the person up, answer any questions.
Yeah.
And usually this was at some kind of networking group or Las Vegas being the capital city of trade shows and conventions. Did you go to the CES last week?
So I generally don't go to CES. I normally skirt just outside of it because I know a lot of people that are hosting side events and stuff like that. But I mean,
I noticed that
I didn't go to
over the majority of people there were from China and they had robots.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
That's cool.
which was which was cool. But what I was getting at is there's a lot of these trade shows that happen, and the vendors will scan my badge.
Yeah.
But it'll still take them 2 to 4 weeks to follow up. And when you're talking with somebody, particularly, the CES was $50 a square foot.
Yeah.
To have a space.
Oh yeah. And so I talk about that often. Again, my superpowers being revenue generation. One specific area that I focus on is trade shows. There's I look back, and the very first article that I ever wrote was about trade shows when I was in the wedding industry. And that's what most people just go into it with, this optimistic thing. I'm gonna spend $10,000 on this booth and I'll scan the badges and this automation will do its thing. Not always. And like, my favorite question to then ask those people is, oh, how many other vendors are here? Oh, 1,700. How many emails do you think they're getting for the next 3 months every day? And that's only if people actually give the email in there when they register for their thing that they actually want to be contacted with. The smartest people that attend those trade shows are giving you a different business card or a different email for only the people that they want to talk to. So that's where I always focus on the human element, is how do I teach people that lead capture of like actually talking to humans. And it's not always just the people walking by attending the show. Who are the top 5 partners that you want to build a relationship while you're at the show?
Well, that's why I said the goal of the emails, the text messages, the AI voice assistant is to get you on the phone. And let's talk about your business and how I can help your business.
I love it, man. That's great.
Good talking with you.
Thanks for coming on.
Let's stay connected.
I love it.
And we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
You have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Have a great one.
I'll let you all go back.
So that's one of my favorite things too about here at Tech Alley is we have incredible people in and out of different industries that are able to stop by, share what they're doing. And even today, I had some people that were going to stop by and they haven't, but that's okay. They'll probably make it next month. And I actually met somebody at lunch, as I met a few people who was actually friends with that same person that was going to stop by. So the world just keeps getting smaller and smaller. But it goes back to, if you are out and about on those Saturdays, and especially the third Saturday of every month, this is a great opportunity for you to stop by, share what you're working on. You just never know who you might connect with. I think more often than not, more people are finding out about Tech Alley. And sometimes for a lot of people that I've met here over the last 3 or 4 years, it's their first event that they've attended in Las Vegas because there's something that resonated with something that they found back where they're from. A lot of times I'll bring it up sometimes, but I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it really blows people's minds to know that Tulsa, Oklahoma has one of the more thriving startup ecosystems. And that's just because they really took an intentional effort to expand their startup scene back in 2016. So 10 years ago, they really started to make some big strides in that direction. And I think it was just in the last 2 years, they celebrated over $1 billion in revenue that's been generated from some of the startups that have come through different accelerators and incubators. And while the argument here in Las Vegas remains that we don't need to be another Austin, we don't need to be another Silicon Valley, we don't need to be another Tulsa. I do certainly agree, but this has always been a melting pot. I mean, if you look at just the demographics of where we're at, we're in the middle of the desert. Like, we're probably not supposed to be here, yet we have one of the most thriving cities in the world that does have a global recognition. Some people in the rest of the world don't even know. They know New York City and Las Vegas, and some only know Las Vegas. So we're a melting pot anyways. I think the way that we can leverage and learn from other communities is to see what might have worked in some of those places and combine efforts and collaborate here and see what's possible. Because for myself, I moved here in the fall of 2018, and I've seen this city change quite a bit. One of the biggest challenges that we faced as an ecosystem and as a community, like many others have, was during the pandemic. And I think it's been really incredible to see how the community connects and has really continued to move forward. And now here we are. And that's why my mission continues to be, we don't have to change the world, but together we can change the way the world looks at Las Vegas. And I think that's what the essence of organizations like. Did you go to Gorilla Pizza? Have you had it before?
Folks, never let it be said we don't follow through on what we do on the Tech Alley.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
On the Tech Alley live stream.
No.
Oh my God, look at that.
Oh man.
Look at that.
You gotta look at that. Look at that, folks. Right there. Gorilla Pizza.
And they are not a sponsor.
They are not a sponsor, but I'm gonna get them to sponsor us.
I got one for each of them.
Oh man, you're a hero. Thanks,
dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, that looks amazing.
Go grab one.
Oh man, we're doing it. We're doing it. Is there any peppers here?
Just like Little Caesars.
Oh yeah, this is way better.
Looks better.
It looks way better. Thank you, sir.
Is that for me? Oh, okay. That is Andrew from Vets and Tech.
Oh,
so I want to make sure you guys meet. So,
oh, cool.
So
I love it.
I didn't realize I was getting pizza. It's fantastic. Oh my God, look at that.
Shout out to Gorilla Pizza. Oh my gosh.
Mm.
What do you think?
For sure, shout out to Gorilla Pizza.
Isn't it nuts?
Gorilla Pizza. I'll 906. Is that 906 or 908? South Las Vegas Boulevard, Suite 120.
It's in Soho Towers, right next to down the way from Millennium Fandom. So
www.gorillapizza.com. So, oop. I was trying to get people on the microphone.
I gotta take a photo of it before it's all gone.
Nope. My Graham's not eating.
Right?
I know people say that's the rule. The Graham eats first, but my Graham's not eating today.
I don't know what it is about this space. Oh, and we have the light there, but the lighting is just phenomenal right here.
It's pretty good. We got a little work to do for next month's lighting design, but I think I know how we're gonna fix that up. So
did you tell Robbie that Dave sent you, Jeff? Okay. Next time you go, just be like, Dave sent me. I'm gonna tell everybody to go in and say Dave sent me. I'm coming after Heather on Instagram.
So fantastic. It's a fantastic day.
Is he gonna come on the show? Or is he...
I didn't ask if he wants to come on. He's relatively new, and I didn't know if he was ready to talk about his startup or not. But I wanted to make sure you guys got to meet.
Oh yeah.
So.
Is there anybody else?
I don't think so. So if he, I didn't want to force him on. But yeah, if he wants to come on, we can put him on. Do you want to come on? Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure you guys get to meet. But yeah, if we'll go through the rundown of what's happening for the rest of the day, and then if there's nobody else who's waiting to talk, we'll start packing things up.
Cool.
So.
I love it.
Well, it's already 1:35.
Yeah.
Which I had no idea how late it was already.
So what, you want to wrap up? We close it down?
Yeah, we can when we stop chewing into
Where'd
the
you
microphone.
find water?
I brought water.
Okay.
I always throw a couple in with those ice packs.
Makes sense. Jeff, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jeff. That's delicious. Oh my God.
I'm so glad
it's a good thing I don't live down this way.
Oh man, I'm so glad they're back.
If I lived close by, that'd be it.
My friend Lacey used to live in that building, and I'm glad that she doesn't, because if she did, she would probably have Gorilla Pizza every day too, and then I would have to have Gorilla Pizza every day.
And then that would be,
as much as it sounds awesome, it does not feel awesome.
Yeah, it sounds awesome, and I think could probably be catastrophic. So, all right, yeah, let me give you the rundown. So we're live from Tech Alley. We do this the third Saturday of every month here at the Tech Alley event in downtown Las Vegas. If you're interested in drones, crypto, AI, coding, entrepreneurship, investment, anything involved to do with tech or entrepreneurship or business, Tech Alley is the premier networking event, tech event here in Las Vegas. Third Saturday of every month. If you're in Vegas and you're interested in those things, please come on down, join us the third Saturday of every month. If you're not in Vegas and you're coming to Vegas and you're interested in those things, try to schedule your trip around the third Saturday in the month. Come down and join us. We'd love to see you here. We'd love to have you come to the live stream and tell us about what you're doing. So 3 sessions a day. So Tech Alley typically starts at 10 a.m. for networking. Then we do the first sessions at 11, 12:15 is lunch. And then right now we are in the second set of talks, which started at 1:15 and will go for probably about another hour. So we're doing demo time with Josh Stacy, AI search optimization, Google Isn't Into You with Eric Lacasse, user experience and product design with Valerie Kana, and Las Vegas Python with Adam Englander. And then 2:45 will be the third and final round of talks. Everything wraps up at 4 p.m. Sin City Programmers with Gabriel Burgos and Josh Stacy, SolidWorks with Raquel Very, Social Marketing with Jackson Wright, and Blockchain and Self-Custody with James Roops. So that's what's coming up for the rest of the day. Takeaways on the new location.
Takeaways on the new location. It's really especially hard to not have a biased opinion right now. I'm so glad that it's about 800 paces away from Gorilla Pizza. I'm really happy about this.
If we can pick it up and move it closer to Gorilla Pizza, we will. That was so good.
That's so good. It's such a good slice of pizza. Man, no, I think I love that. Well, you and I always get here early, so we always get free parking, but I know parking is such a constraint, or can be, but such a phenomenal location. I'm curious to know, I haven't really learned a lot about the infrastructure and the AV setup and the things, but I'm wondering if all the sessions can record, and if they can live stream from some of those, because I think I see an opportunity for this to be kind of a HQ for Global Entrepreneurship Week and stuff like that. So I'm just really excited about the place and the space. And I'll just say this, because as soon as we walked in from the parking garage, it was, it took my breath away a little bit, because there's a mural of Tony downstairs. Yeah. And it's really great to see pieces of Tony. I met people here today that used to work at Zappos, so it's great to see that some of that energy continue to move through the community. So I'm very excited about that, and yeah, I think this is going to be a great space.
Yes, and to answer your question, I don't think it's available now, but from our interview with Daz earlier,
cool.
That is the intent in all of the spaces, that there'll be recording capability.
Cool. I love it.
Potentially even live streaming capability in some of them.
So maybe even some vet talks.
So yeah, maybe by the time you're talking about doing that, they may have some of that in place. More to follow.
That's cool.
They are evolving as well. They've, as Daz said, they've only had the keys to the location for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it
cool.
is amazing. This has always been a beautiful location. I've been to a number of events here before. And I think it's just going to be even better now that Daz and his team are in charge of it here. And shout out to Daz and Ginger and the rest of their team here. They've been so welcoming, so hospitable. And is that somebody we know?
I've randomly seen her at 3 events this week, and I don't think we've actually met, but I just waved.
Interesting. So yeah, it's great to be here. They did and I think this is going to be a really great place. We've Josh has done such a great job with Tech Alley, and you've seen him lead the way and start to get the flywheel turning on the tech community, coming closer together. And I think with Daz and his team coming from their backgrounds, it's a real, not just opportunity, but we have a pathway forward on bringing the tech and the arts community in Vegas together in a much more close fashion to where it is, where like the arts community and the tech community are working together on projects.
No, it's great. Yeah,
I think it's going to be fantastic.
I'm excited to see it. Now we just need to make sure that more people know about it, and the right people know about it, which got me to thinking, I think if you're up to it, we're going to do this at least 11 more times this year.
I assume we will do that.
We got to bake in that, who's our Matt Damon? Sorry, Matt Damon, I ran out of time. But who's our Matt Damon? I don't
know. It's hard to say. I mean, we work so hard to make sure everybody who wants to get on gets on.
But there's some people that's just like, I was sitting here thinking about it, and I was like, man, who's somebody that is a vital person to our ecosystem that just may not really know where we're at yet? You think we'll get in trouble? Like, sorry, Ben Horowitz, we ran out of time.
I mean, I'm sure he's watching, but he probably doesn't care.
Are you watching, Ben? No, I don't see him on there. Ah,
that's what you get for making jokes.
Wobble table. Wobble. All right.
You guys think David's joking about this Gorilla Pizza thing? There are no less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are no less than 10 menus that were just in his pocket.
So, literally fell out of my pocket.
If you don't believe
Shameless plug.
If you don't believe him, that's where we are. So, yeah, no, it was really, really delicious. That is going to be dangerous for me. They don't deliver up to my side of town, do they? That is going to be dangerous.
No, I don't think they deliver.
Okay,
man.
good. I'm safe.
Yeah,
I'm safe. That means I've got to be down in this corner of the world to absolutely destroy my meal plan for the day.
Yeah. I love
that. So no, it was so fantastic. Yeah, no, I think the I think that's a great challenge for us to take on for Tech Alley this year, and even some of the other events, is to bring more people, because I think a lot of people know about Tech Alley. They don't always come, or they've never been. And
Yeah.
I think I think this is the opportunity to say, oh, you've never been, come on down. Like, let's meet up. We'll grab some breakfast and we'll go and hang out at Tech Alley.
There it is.
So I think that's
There
what
it
I
is.
think that's what it is.
So the
is-
question then comes
is like, let's not just tell people about
Yeah.
it. Let's like invite them down and bring them down.
Yeah. So the question I pose to you, America, and most of Las Vegas,
And planet Earth.
who is one person that needs to know about what is happening here at Tech Alley? Who's one person? Because I would love to invite them and maybe even split. And when I say split, I get 3 pieces, they get 1 piece of a Gorilla Pizza.
That's still a good deal.
That's still a great deal. So who's one person that you think needs to know about this community? Send them our way, and I'll do that.
All right. Let's see. Before we wrap it up, any Vets and Tech stuff? Any?
Not yet. We've got there. I'm working on some big stuff with them.
Okay.
We'll have more announcements, very formal announcements for them next month.
All right. Well, all right. That's all I got. Hey,
Too sweet. Is it good?
all right. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us live from Tech Alley. Remember, we'll be back live for, if you're not here, on the 3rd Saturday of the month next month. And if you are in Vegas, or you can make it to Vegas for the 3rd Saturday of the month, we'll see you down here at Tech Alley so you can meet everyone else besides the folks you got to meet on the live. There were probably over 100 people here today. Easy. So come on down, meet everybody, get to know everybody. All right.
Sorry, Ben Horowitz. We ran out of time.
Onward and upward.
And cut.
Yeah, you can push stop on the live stream.